be sitting in this dugout talking to you. I think I've just been a part of the journey, and I think as I've gotten older, maybe gotten a little more wise, have a little bit more experience, it's just made my perspective change. And again, like you said, I think it's that much sweeter just not taking a year or two to get to the show, and I can definitely enjoy it, that it's taken a little bit longer.
Your second outing in St. Louis, when you dominated a pretty good Cardinals lineup, man, that changeup was dazzling that night. What does that do for your confidence, particularly with that pitch, knowing that you had dominated a major league lineup with your changeup on that day?
I think it's one of those things where, like, my entire career I've kind of adapted my arsenal from time to time, and I've always had a pretty good changeup. I think that's just one thing that's kind of helped me get drafted in the 5th round versus the 25th round, just having feel and being able to change speeds. And the fact that I've had success on getting major league hitters out with it, makes me more confident, but also makes me want to just continue to fine-tune all of my things to, continue, because the last thing you want to do is become predictable. I think that's kind of what's helped me had a lot of success, is kind of throw all the pitches at guys and keep them off balance. So, but to answer your question, yeah, it's made me pretty confident.
What do you think of Oracle Park here in San Francisco?
It's pretty special. It's one of those, I think, you probably put towards the top of the list of places getting to play. And, it's kind of weird with it being so cool right now in the heat of summer, but it's kind of refreshing as well.
Well, congratulations on everything, and we're so happy to have you back here, Garrett. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much. Happy to be here. Thank you.
When we come back, I'll get to the starting lineups here. It's the Brewers and the Giants by the Bay on the Brewers Radio Network.
Hi, this is Mike from Infinity Exteriors. Most contractors cut corners and disappear when there's a problem. Not us. Since 1997, we've completed over 60,000 projects, earned thousands of 5-star reviews, and were named 2025 Roofing Magazine Contractor of the Year. We set the standard for exterior remodeling. Trusted by homeowners, proven every single day. We're excited to show you why choosing Infinity means peace of mind. Visit infinityexteriors.com to see why your neighbors trust Infinity.
From the post-game to the morning show, there's no rest for baseball for Dominic Cotroneo, our Brewers 360 guest every Monday at 8:45 on Wisconsin's Morning News.
Cooper Pratt and this team loves defense. Cooper Pratt's a big league shortstop right now. I mean, Cooper Pratt was a big league shortstop defensively last year. That's a big league shortstop.
Brewers 360 is sponsored by Outdoor Living Unlimited, Potawatomi Casino Hotel, Cannon and Dunphy, and Ridge.
Do you see yourself maybe one day after baseball, like maybe food critic, food writer?
I would love to do that. That's the plan. I've been doing it ever since I was in the big leagues. It's just fun. It's fun to interact with people, like the fans, because a lot of my followers are baseball fans. Mm-hmm. So it's nice to interact with them on a topic that's not baseball. A lot of people seem to rally around that. I mean, who doesn't love good food?
The MLB app. Yeah, it's got game. This game. These games. All the games. Pre-game, post-game, and everything in between. This is baseball your way. With real-time stats, scores, breaking news, and custom content that hits every time. Because you choose the teams and pick the players you want to follow. So when they catch it on the field, you catch it on the app.
Delivery and a comebacker. There's the good athleticism. He throws the glove to first for the out. The ball was stuck in his glove. What an intelligent play by El Duque.
That reminds me of Terry Mulholland 12 years ago against the New York Mets.
And it's a good reminder for all you youngsters out there. If you're going to catch a glove with a ball wedged into it, use two hands like Tino Martinez did.
Against the wall, deep left center field, punched it in Martin, but it is Byron who caught that ball.
Collins is onto the track, he's at the fence, he leaps, he grabs it, he robs right
play and great athleticism.
Harris leaped, and he just robbed him. What a play by Michael Harris.
Bellinger goes back. He leaps. He's got it.
That's why he has that gold patch on his glove.
Going back to the track near the wall. Shoots up and makes a remarkable catch.
Bends under it. Makes the one-hand catch. Here comes Freeman. Here comes the throw. It's a good one. The slide. Oh, that's a play.
It's a squibbing ground walk. Caballero diving play. From his knees. He throws out Bohm.
Coming on, Cam Smith with a sliding catch. Cam takes one away from Murakami. Stop and truck by Williamson. Gets up and throws him out at first to retire the side.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Guess who that is? Roger McDowell.
Check him out. He has his uniform on upside down with the shoes on the hand, and it looks like he's walking on his hands. Has his cap hanging down. That's supposed to be his head. Well, the Mets really trying to turn it around. They do, however, trail in this ball game 4-0. I love that.
Here by the Bay, and Lane Grindle has more of the On Deck Show, built by Menards, coming up right after these words on the Brewers Radio Network.
I'm Dr. Laura Goodell, and I'm a WDA member dentist because I want the best for my patients. Your dentist wants you to feel informed and comfortable with your care. Don't be afraid to ask questions about their recommendations, your options, and how to improve your oral health care at home. When dentists and patients work together, it leads to better decisions and healthier smiles.
Choose a Wisconsin Dental Association member for the care your smile deserves. Find a dentist near you at WDA.org.
Brew Crew Tuesdays are back on August 4th.
Julio sends it deep to left, and there she goes.
Catch the Brewers on local TV as they play the Pittsburgh Pirates.
And Yelich launches one deep right center field. Forget about it. Oh, my goodness. Third deck.
This edition of Brew Crew Tuesdays is presented by Local Union 2150 IBEW. Tune in August 4th at 6:40 on Fox 6 in Milwaukee, or check your local listings to watch the game.
Nothing says summer like baseball. Whether you're headed to the stadium solo or tailgating with friends, Tsunami Express Car Wash keeps your ride looking game day ready. Wash away dust, bugs, and road grime with unlimited daily washes and free vacuums as a Tsunami Express member. So before you cheer on the crew, make sure your vehicle looks as good as your game day spirit. Plans start at just $16 for your first month. Learn more at TsunamiExpress.com. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers.
Baseball is being brought to you by American Family Insurance. Miller Lite, it's Miller time. Construction Business Group. Usinger's Famous Sausage. Usingers and baseball, it's just not summer without them. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Menards. Potawatomi Sportsbook. Prevea Health. Wisconsin Infrastructure Investment Now. Delta Dental. Quick Trip. Palms Tire Service. West Bend Insurance, the silver lining. Smart 18. John Miller, Steinhoffels, Toyota, Woodman's Food Market, Carbless, a premium ready-to-drink cocktail, Island Resort and Casino, Wisconsin Dental Association, Ironworkers Local 8, Cedar Crest Ice Cream, Wisconsin Biofuels, North Shore Adult Diapers, Concordia University of Wisconsin, Wisconsin Laborers District Council, Tsunami Express Car Wash, Wisconsin's Dairy Farmers, and Case IH. Brewers and Giants, game one of this series. It's on the way in moments on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
CD1 Price Cleaners is now open in Brookfield, West Allis, Greendale, and Kenosha. That's right, you can now have any garment dry cleaned and pressed for just $3. No guesswork, no surprises. Just $3 to dry clean any garment at CD1 Price Cleaners. Open 24/7 in Brookfield, West Allis, Greendale, and Kenosha, and coming soon to Shore.
Martin back near the wall, jumps up, and makes the play.
He peels it off the middle of that 20-foot-high wall with a wonderful leaping grab. Nice job, Austin Martin.
Ozzie diving stop from his knees. Side retire. Diving is caught. He made another great catch. Well, that's how you win 4 straight gold gloves.
And it is caught by Miles Straw.
And Kreidler going out, and Kreidler makes a great play. Boy, the fellas came to play defensively.
Vladdy snatches it on the line, spins, throws a strike to Bieber, covering the back for the out. Really nice play by Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And they'll throw home to get the out. That's Chansey. Troy's there. Hopscotch inning over. Nice play, Massey. Does he have time? Yes.
Man, oh man, was that sweet. Clements got it, sliding stop. What a play by Ernie Clement for out number 2.
The Blue Jays defense has been up to the task this afternoon.
Let's open this up. Take a look at what we find. Looks like we've got Lauren Shahadi.
Animation is great.
We got Robert Flores, one of the stars of MLB Central with Lauren Shahadi. Then we got Mark DeRosa. Look at that. He looks like Superman, does he not? Right?
He was when he was with the Cubs.
Harold Reynolds looking ripped in a tracksuit in Studio 42. There I am. The hair's on point.
I know this guy.
Look at that jawline.
Game 1 of this West Coast trip for the Brewers is about to get underway. It'll be a 3-game series against the Giants. Then after a day off on Thursday, 3 games interleague against the LA Angels in Anaheim. There comes the right-hander Tyler Mahle leading San Francisco out onto the diamond as we wrap up the On Deck show built by Menards. Time to take a drive around the league, presented by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors building Wisconsin together. I mentioned this earlier here in the pregame show. The Cubs and Cardinals in St. Louis tonight beginning what'll be a 4-game series, and they had a long rain delay. Finally just got going, and the Cubs scored in the top of the first against Matthew Liberatore. So it's 1-0 Chicago early on. Cubs coming into the week 7 games behind the Brewers. St. Louis has lost 7 of its last 9. They have fallen 13 games off the pace. In fact, Pittsburgh has passed them for 3rd. In the division, it'll be David Peterson, the left-hander, former Met, pitching that game for the Cubs. Talked about the Pirates being in 3rd place. The Pirates, as we speak, are trying to walk off the Arizona Diamondbacks in the opener of that series at home in the bottom of the 10th inning, tied at 2. But the Pirates have runners on the corners and 1 out with Brandon Lau at the plate. When that goes final, we'll let you know it's 2-2. It looks like the Pirates have a great chance to get the walk-off there, though, and make it 2 straight wins. And the Cincinnati Reds were rained out at home. They were supposed to host Cleveland tonight with Chase Burns on the mound, but weather didn't cooperate there at Great American, and so they'll play a split doubleheader tomorrow. Fans, we're ready to roll with the game, which is brought to you by Boucher Automotive Group. Start your journey with confidence. We ride with you every mile. Visit Boucher.com. Making a home out west for the rest of this week. And time to get things started. For the play-by-play, here's my partner, Lane Grindle.
Yeah, thank you very much, Josh. Out west for 2 of the next 3 weeks. The next road trip comes out west as well for the Brewers, as we remind you that this copyrighted broadcast is presented by authority of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Milwaukee Brewers Baseball Club. Christian Yelich strolls to the plate. He will lead things off for the Crew as we get this road trip underway here in San Francisco. The Brewers 66-39, second best record in baseball, as Tyler Mahle getting set to make his 17th start of the 2026 campaign. He's into the windup, brings home the pitch, and Yelich takes low for a ball, and it's 1-0. Got underway a minute late at 6:46 Pacific time. 63 pleasant degrees at first pitch here in San Francisco. The 1-0 to Yelich is outside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. It was a bit of a shock when you got off the plane last night on the tarmac here in San Francisco after what we left back home in Wisconsin. Mugginess yesterday. The 2-0 pitch to Yelich is a strike, and it's 2-1. It was chilly. It was a real feel of 56 degrees when we got off the plane last night. Got in a little late, but everybody got in safe and ready for this road trip to begin. Here's the 2-1 to Yelich. That's a little high. It goes to 3-1. Yelich hitting .243, 7 home runs. He's driven in 37. Malley out of the windup. Brings home the 3-1 pitch, and Yelich a tapper right back to Malley. Off the mound to his left, fields and flips to the first baseman Devers to retire Yelich. And there's one away. First pitch of Brewers baseball is brought to you by Carbliss. Premium cocktails in a can. Stop at your local retailer and stock up for the game for your next tailgate. Carbliss. Less is more. Jackson Churio the batter. Our quick trip around the bases is presented by Mamba Candy. And tonight's contestant in the quick trip around the bases is Scott Nitschke of Campbellsport. Churio digs in. Malley again out of the windup. First pitch, and Jackson takes a strike on the low outside edge. A fastball at 95, and it's 0-1. If the Brewers score in the first inning, Scott will win a $100 Quick Trip gift card, compliments of Mamba Candy and Quick Trip. You can stop in as Jackson swings on it and fouls it straight back, and it's 0-2. And pick up Mamba Magic Sticks or Mamba Berry Tasty at Quick Trip. 0-2 here on Churio. Malley out of the windup, brings home the pitch, and Jackson hits it foul, straight back and out of play. Stays at 0-2. Defensively for the Giants, Elliot Ramos in left. Gilbert covers the ground in center. McCray is in right. Casey Schmidt, the third baseman. Former Brewer Willie Adames at short. 0-2 is down and away with a slider. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Luis Arraez is the second baseman. Rafael Devers at first base. And Jesus Rodriguez does the catching tonight for San Francisco. Here's the 1-2. And Jackson, a fly ball into right. It is pushing McCray back and now circling underneath of it a few steps in front of the warning track to make the catch. 2 quick outs for the Brewers here in the first, and that'll get Bryce Terang to the plate. Bryce has been swinging it well of late. Went 8 for 29 on that homestand with a home run and 2 driven in. Batting average back up to .267, 15 home runs. He's driven in 62 on the season. First pitch from Malley is high, and it's 1-0. Malley had a disastrous start to the year, then went on the injured list. Came off the injured list in late June and has been much better since. The 1-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. 3.76 ERA with 20 strikeouts over 26 1/3 innings since coming back from the injured list, making him perhaps an appealing option for a team looking to add to the starting pitching depth at the deadline. Splitter missed outside. 2 balls and 1 strike. He will be subject to some rumors, as will many of these Giants players. 2-1. And Terang took a strike with a fastball at 95 on the outside edge. It's 2-2. Doug Eddings is the crew chief, and he calls the balls and strikes tonight. Mike Malinsky at first base, Emil Jimenez at second base, Gabe Morales, the third base umpire. 2-2 is down low with a splitter. And the count runs full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. So full count for Terang. Churio saw 5 pitches. Yelich saw 5 pitches. 3-2 is fouled out of play third base side. And the count stays full on Bryce. William Contreras in the on-deck circle for Milwaukee, wearing their powder blue tops with the gray pants. Giants in their cream unis, tops and bottoms, and that black hat. 3-2 pitch. Terang, a high fly ball foul and out of play down the left field line. It'll stay at 3 balls and 2 strikes, and Bryce putting together a good battle here against Malley. He's seen 7 pitches so far in this at-bat. Looks like Malley calling his own pitch on this one for Rodriguez as he goes to the hip with the pitch count. 3-2 pitch. Late swing, and he sprayed it foul with the fastball that got in on him at 96. And again, the battle remains. This is a good at-bat being put together here by Bryce. Here comes pitch number 9 of the sequence. 3-2. Bouncer to first. Backing up is Devers. Backhands it. Flips to Malley, covering the bag in time to retire Terang, and the inning is over. Brewers go down in order in the top of the first. We go to the bottom of 1. Brewers nothing, and the Giants coming up on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
You could describe Tulsa as a big, small town or a small, big city.
Tulsa is a very mixed city of arts and film and sports. I mean, it's a true melting pot of all kinds of things.
Professional baseball in Tulsa, it's actually older than the state of Oklahoma.
It's nice to play in front of, fans that you see on a daily basis.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back, bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play, only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
The first inning is brought to you by Lakeland University, your first choice for a flexible, career-focused education on your schedule. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
We go to the bottom of the first inning. No score between the Brewers and the Giants. And Brandon Sproat making appearance number 20 of the year, his 18th start. He'll get Luis Arraez to lead things off for San Francisco. First pitch is down low with a fastball at 95, and it's 1-0. Arraez hitting .327, 4 home runs, 40 driven in. This is another name that you're going to hear a lot about in the next week as a trade target for many teams. A little tardy on a fastball at 96 that time. And it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Sproat blew that fastball right past him. Arraez, Ramos, and Bryce Eldridge. The 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss from Arraez. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. A fastball at 96 that time. Sproat looks in. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Chased a fastball off the plate away at 98. And Arraez, who doesn't strike out much, strikes out to begin the bottom of the first inning for San Francisco. It's an ortho ASAP, strike out, don't strike out, get back to the active lifestyle you want at Ortho ASAP. See a specialist today at orthowisconsin.com. One away for Elliot Ramos for San Francisco. And Sproat's first pitch missed outside of the fastball at 96. And it's 1-0. Brewers defensively, Churio in left, Mitchell in center, Bowers in right. Ortiz at the hot corner tonight, Pratt at short, Terang at second, Vaughn at first. Ramos, a fly ball and hit deep, right field, back on it is Bowers, right to the edge of the warning track. It popped out of his glove, and it is not a catch. And sliding into second is Ramos with a double. The Brewers will check and see if he dropped this on the exchange. For now, it's going to be an E9. It looked like he had that one measured. He settled right underneath. He never caught it. hit off the palm of his glove, and he never did catch it. So it'll be an E9 that allows Elliot Ramos to end up at second base here with one away. And here's Bryce Eldridge. First pitch, swing and a foul back by Eldridge on a fastball at 97. It's 0-1. Eldridge, a youngster, and he is slugging this year for San Francisco. They are excited about the future with Eldridge. Tall, slender, left-handed power hitter. The 0-1 pitch is a fly ball, foul down the left field line and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes on Eldridge. Brewers baseball being brought to you by Miller Lite, the original light beer with great taste, only 96 calories. It's Miller time. Sproat kicks and delivers. There goes the runner. The pitch is outside. The throw to third is not in time. Whoa, great jump by Ramos. And he was able to take that bag primarily on Sproat, who was a little slow to the plate. The pitch was outside. A good pitch to handle for Contreras, who made a good throw, but Ramos was already sliding into the bag. And you would charge that stolen base to Sproat. So the Giants with a runner 90 feet away and one away. 1 ball and 2 strikes here on Eldridge. Infield in, a swing and a miss over the top of a fastball. And it's another ortho ASAP strikeout for Sproat. So 2 away, and here's Rafael Devers. By the way, the Luis Arraez plate appearance where he struck out, he had not swung and missed at 3 pitches in the same plate appearance this year until then.
Wow.
Gives you an idea how good Sproat's fastball has looked so far tonight. First pitch to Devers is a swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by him at 98. It's 0-1. He is getting some very uncomfortable looking swings against that fastball here in the early going. Devers hitting .248, 22 home runs. He's driven in 60. A 1 pitch. That missed outside. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
I'll tell you what, Lane, if you get Devers here, Sproat does a great job picking up Jake Bauers. What a lift that would be if you strand that runner.
This first inning's been a problem inning for Sproat with pitch count. But he's been efficient so far here in this first inning. 1-1. A ground ball to second base. It's going to roll out to Terang. Picks it out of the dirt. Throws to first in time. And that's a really nice job by Sproat to work around the error with 1 out that ended up with a runner at third.
Into left center field. A diving catch. My word. Brian Reynolds. One of his best catches ever.
And Terang able to fetch it. What a jump Terang got. Lucas back on the warning track. Leaps at the fence. And he got it. Nathan Lucas with a leaping grab.
Hot shot picked by Machado. Flips it to second. Out at second base. Nice play.
The backhand in the glove on the back.
Out to left center, but it is caught out there by Osuna.
A terrific play by Alejandro Osuna in left.
Towards the line, Dubon at the line, a leap into the air, up against the sidewall, and he's got it. Knew exactly where he was on the field.
It's a line drive to the left field. Coming on, slides and he makes the catch. Outstanding left fielder. He's won 4 Gold Gloves.
McMahon grabs, pivot, throws on the money, got him. Nice play by Ryan McMahon.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, is, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
Is the Brewers Radio Network.
We go to the second inning here at Oracle Park. No score between the Brewers and the Giants. And William Contreras, the cleanup hitter, for the Brewers tonight to lead things off. Clean up any home damage with Loyal Family, located in Muskego, serving southeastern Wisconsin and across the state. Don't let the out-of-towners handle it. Call locally owned Loyal Family Renovations for a free inspection today. First pitch from Malley to Contreras misses high, and it's 1-0. Contreras hitting .273, 10 home runs. He's driven in 57 on the year. 1 ball and no strikes. Malley's offering is a fly ball into center. Racing back is Gilbert. Still going back and measures it up and makes the catch in right center before it's over. He did not see that ball off the bat. Gilbert stood for a couple of beats before he finally broke back and made the catch in the sunlight. This is a very interesting ballpark in terms of dimensions and outfield and the way that it plays. The wind is blowing out today. But it goes 415 in right center in Triples Alley. 309 down the right field line, but that elevated wall as Jake Bauers takes a strike and it's 0-1. 339 down the left field line. You're just a lot of twists and turns to navigating the outfield for outfielders here in this ballpark. Pitch is in there for a strike and it's 0-2. Really feels like a big home field advantage here because of that. It is a very unique yard. The 0-2 pitch to Bauers missed outside, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And I think the wind, more than even most nights here, is going to play a factor today. You mentioned it, it's blowing out. It's blowing out hard.
1-2 pitch, and Bauers lines one into center. This one's going to drop in there for a base hit for Jake. So the Brewers have their first base runner on a single off the bat of Bauers into center. And the Brewers have a man on with 1 away for Andrew Vaughn. Vaughn homered yesterday, his 4th home run of the season. 2 home runs on that homestand for Andrew Vaughn. And I think that's a good sign. Brewers hoping the power from Andrew Vaughn starts to show up as he gets further removed from that hamate bone injury that kept him out for most of the first month of the season. Takes outside, but it's, I think, going to be challenged by Rodriguez.
The catcher is challenging the ball call.
It was a challenge that I think Doug Eddings initially thought was going to be a late challenge. He just missed it, and it is a ball.
The pitch was a ball. San Francisco has 1 more challenge.
So, boom. We have to make it official. Challenge is brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
What are the rules on the boom?
I give it to anytime it goes in the Brewers' favor. We could discuss that, actually. If you've got thoughts, the 1-0. This is down and away, 2 balls and no strikes. What do you think? Only when the Brewers challenge and win?
That was my thought. It was when the Brewers win an ABS challenge, it gets a boom or a pout.
Okay. I'll go with you on that. I might forget and do it anyway. 2-0 is outside, 3 balls and no strikes.
Well, that begs another theory. Maybe we could come up with something different for when the opponent loses a challenge that we say.
They go, whoopsie?
Womp, womp, womp.
We say whoopsie, I think, for North Shore adult diapers, technically. 3 balls and no strikes on Vaughn. The pitch he's taking, and he takes a strike, and it's 3-1. Yeah, like a sad trombone.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not sad, but it would be speaking for the opponent in that scenario.
Yeah, it'd be like, stinks to be you.
Also could be a North Shore adult diaper. 3 balls and 1 strike on Vaughn. Pitch is down and away, and Vaughn works the walk. And the Brewers have first and second now with 1 away, and before Garrett Mitchell hits, 10 for ID on the Brewers Radio Network. With Josh Maurer and Kent Sommerfeld, Lane Grindle with you. Top of the second inning, no score, Brewers threatening. Bauers at second, Vaughn is at first. There is 1 out. Malley out of the stretch, and Garrett Mitchell the batter. Swing and a miss over the top of a splitter. It's 0-1. Mitchell hitting .272, 8 home runs. He's driven in 48. Went 7 for 28 on the homestand. Drove in 4. Finished, though, 0 for 14 on that homestand for Garrett. as he takes a splitter down low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Probably the lengthiest quiet stretch we've seen from Garrett Mitchell since maybe late April. That's how on it he's been for the past nearly 3 months now. Here's the 1-1. And he took a little bit high with a fastball at 94. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Maybe in, actually. Getting a look at the replay of that one. Just a touch in off the plate. Malley again out of the stretch. Brewers have made him work so far tonight. That is over, but low with a splitter. And it is 3-1. And boy, the Brewers have been in some friendly counts so far here in this game early on. That is a good sign for things to come for the Brewers. You keep getting yourself into 2-0 and 3-1 counts, damage is going to follow eventually. And now Malley will step off the back and reset the pitch clock. Before the first pitch or after the final out, give your ride an all-star clean at Tsunami Express. Tsunami Express Car Wash, the official car wash of the Milwaukee Brewers. Malley's 3-1. He is in there for a strike on a fastball at 95. Garrett thought it might have been a touch down or a touch in. It was down in the low inside corner. It's a very good pitch from Malley. And the count is full at 3 balls and 2 strikes. Malley kicks, delivers, and Garrett a ground ball right back to Malley. Fields it on the mound, throws to second for 1. Adames to first in time. Garrett hit it very hard, 110 off the bat, but right back to Malley, who fielded it, and then threw from the mound to second where Adames was covering the bag. And it's a 1-6-3 double play, and the Giants get out of it. We go to the bottom of the second. No score on the Brewers.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Yes, Scooter, you made the phrase, holy cow, popular. So, at this time, Scooter, your friends have decided to present you with your own holy cow. You know, I'm not sure that was rehearsed beforehand.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. No score between the Brewers and the Giants. Casey Schmidt will lead things off for San Francisco as Brandon Sproat, very sharp in his first inning. Just 13 pitches needed to get through that first inning, and that was with an error thrown in there. First pitch is down and away and back to the backstop, and it's 1-0 on Casey Schmidt. Schmidt hitting .269, 21 home runs, 55 driven in. Those 13 pitches needed in the first inning for Sproat, significant because here's the 1-0 to Schmidt. That is down low with a fastball at 96. It's 2 balls and no strikes. Look at his last 4 first innings before tonight. 28 pitches against the Mets, 34 pitches in Pittsburgh against the Pirates. 2-0 is down low with a fastball. He's missing down here to Schmidt. These are easy takes. 3 balls and no strikes. 28 pitches in Arizona against the Diamondbacks, and then 32 pitches against the Reds back on June the 30th. He had not had a first inning in his last 4 starts with less than 28 pitches. 3-0. That's a strike on the inside corner. It's 3-1 on Casey Schmidt. So to get through the first with just 13 pitches, and frankly, it could have been less. Really impressive stuff. 3 balls and 1 strike on Schmidt. The pitch rolled foul off the facing of the Giants' third base dugout. It's 3-2. Brewers could use a good start out of Brandon Sproat. Love to see him get on track and start making some progress in this second half of the season. 3-2 is a fly ball into right. Bowers circling in and underneath of it, still racing in. He has to let it drop in front of him. Boy, it is an adventure out in right here tonight with the wind blowing. It's such a big, tough right field. And, of course, for Jake, really more of a first baseman by trade anyways. And did not take a great route to that one. Just didn't get a good read on it. That was a little bit of a rounded off route. By the time Jake got corrected, that one had to drop in front of him. So the 2 base runners that the Giants have had really have not been great swings. And now the trainer's out to check on Casey Schmidt, who is hobbled a little bit after getting through the first base bag. And they're checking, it looks like his knee, his left knee or right below it. Tony Vitello's out there to check in on it as well.
Had a chance to look at the replay lane. It didn't look good. It was right after he rounded first base and tried to go back to the bag.
Grabbing that, I think the left.
Yeah, he's going to have to come out of this game.
Yeah. He is walking back to the dugout right now. So Casey Schmidt, Buster Posey looking on. Another guy that's been rumored in some trade speculation, but now we're going to have Christian Koss come in and run here because Casey Schmidt has to come out of this game. So Koss is in to run, and Sproat will get a couple of warm-up tosses here. Boy, unfortunate for Sproat, too. Made a good pitch. Probably feels like there should be one away. So now Koss takes over, and Drew Gilbert is the batter. Gilbert hitting .233, 4 home runs, 21 driven in. Sproat brings home the first pitch, and that missed up and away. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Gilbert, part of that return on the Tyler Rogers trade with the Mets last year. Speedy center fielder, covers a lot of ground out there in the outfield. 1-0 pitch. Gilbert took a strike on a fastball at 96. And it's 1-1. So Sproat trying to work around the leadoff single here in the bottom of the second inning. Koss, pretty healthy lead over at first. Vaughn's holding him on and tossed to first, but back in time is Koss. No score, bottom of the second. Brewers had a threat in the top of the second, and then Garrett Mitchell bounced into a 1-6-3 double play. Sproat's 1-1 to Gilbert. Missed down and away with a fastball at 97. It's 2-1. There is so much movement on his four-seam fastball, Brandon Sproat's. When you watch him, and he's had his inconsistencies this year, that's been well documented. He's had some tough starts. He's had starts where he's battled through it but not been able to get as deep as he wanted to. 2-1 is a fly ball to center and deep. Back on it is Mitchell onto the edge of the warning track. Onto the warning track. Reaches up a step in front of the wall and makes the catch. So a long and loud out that the wind pushed all the way back to that 391 sign, but Mitchell able to make the catch. And there's one away now for Willy Adames. But for Sproat, you see the stuff. You see the potential of a guy that, if he figures this all out, he's got the makings in terms of just the physical abilities that he possesses to be a dominant starting pitcher in Major League Baseball. First pitch to Willy Adames is a fly ball, foul and out of play down the right field line. And it's 0-1 on Willie. been a great season so far, but it's time to take it home. Make sure you've got plenty of great tasting Usinger sausage on hand. Usinger's backpacked brats will stay fresh right through the World Series. Stock up now. No balls and one strike on Willie. Sproat spins, throws to first. Koss is back in time. He's over there with one out now. I want to send our thoughts out to those affected by the storms and the tornado in Wisconsin earlier today. Well, there was a lot of damage. There goes the runner. The 0-1 is inside, and Contreras did not get the exchange cleanly, so he's not able to throw. And Koss has a stolen base here. First stolen base this season for Koss. Just the 41st stolen base this year for the Giants. They do not run very much, but we've seen them run twice here already in this game. The 1-1 missed low, and it's 2 balls and 1 strike. So Koss has himself in scoring position with 1 out. That also takes away the double play ball for the Brewers. 2 balls and 1 strike on Adames. The pitch. That is down low. Backhanded pick. Nicely done by Contreras to save 90 feet, but it's 3-1 on Willie Adames. Just .225 in year 2 in San Francisco for Willie. 18 home runs and 45 driven in. And a wheel back towards second without a throw by Sproat. 3 balls and 1 strike the count. That is a strike. Willie thought it was ball 4. Just clipped the upper outside corner with a sinker at 95. Good placement on that pitch by Sproat. Now the count is full. 3-2 on Adames. Sproat battling a little bit more in this inning. Had that quick, efficient first inning. This inning getting a little longer in the tooth. Here's the 3-2, and he missed away with a sinker at 96. So he walks Adames, now first and second. It does set up a potential double play ball for the Brewers. Grant McCray is the batter. McCray is just 0 for 5 in the big leagues this year. So some traffic for Sproat to try and navigate. Now this is the same situation the Brewers had in the top of the second inning when they had first and second and 1 away. And Mitchell hit into the 1-6-3 double play. Brewers would like that result here. McCray, left-handed batter. Sproat kicks and delivers and nails the outside edge for a strike, and it's 0-1. The good news for Sproat is you're facing the bottom of the order. McCray and then the 9-hitter, the catcher, Jesus Rodriguez, who is in the on-deck circle right now. The pitch missed low. 1 ball and 1 strike to count here on McCray. Adames at first is really the first base runner that Sproat should have given up in this game. Pitch is high. Missed upstairs the fastball. 2 balls and 1 strike. There was an error in the first inning, and frankly, not an error here in the second inning, but a ball that should have been caught. To lead off the inning off the bat of Casey Schmidt, who then had to exit with an injury. Here's the 2-1 McCray. Missed way inside. 3-1. That was a cutter, and that has been one of the issues for Sproat this year, Josh. A lot of the misses are big misses, and that certainly would qualify as one of those. Easy takes on the hitter.
It is, and this is a guy, as you said, Lane, this is the one guy you want to go after in this lineup.
Here's the 3-1 to McCray, and it's a liner caught by Turang, throws to second and doubles off Koss, and the Brewers get their own double play to get out of the second inning here in San Francisco. Sproat gets the job done despite the traffic in the bottom of the second. We go to the third, no score.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grid, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
It's up to Gabby, 0 for 2. Up there in a 2-out RBI spot right here.
And Moreno drills it deep to left center. Gabriel Moreno. That's gone. 427 feet. It left the bat at 108. The 7th for Gabby. And it's 4-2 Diamondbacks. That ball was absolutely crushed.
James McCann, the hitter, he has singled it once. And McCann gets a hold of one. This one's on its way. And there's one more. 4 Diamondback home runs, and they lead it 7-2. 100 career home runs for the veteran James McCann.
One pitch, that ball is launched to left center field.
And here's Waldschmidt. Tawa on the move. Ryan Waldschmidt. There goes number 1 for Waldy. His first Major League home run, and it's 9-2.
Get the feeling it's not going to be his last.
Today. Well, we go to the third inning. The Brewers and the Giants tied at 0, and stepping into the play-by-play is Josh Maurer.
Thank you very much. Lane Cooper Pratt takes outside after bluffing a bunt on the first pitch from the right-hander Tyler Mahle. Double play for each team in that second inning. Brewers double play presented by Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. Liner caught by Terang. The 1-0 pitch. Pratt takes away. It's 2-0. Midwest #1 entertainment destination, slots, dining, sportsbook, poker, live entertainment. It's all here. There are endless ways to win. Cooper's coming off of 2 incredible games, Saturday and Sunday against the Rockies. 5 for 7 with a homer and a double. 2-0 pitch, taken in at the knees for a strike. 2-1 as he leads off the third with Joey Ortiz and then Christian Yelich at the top of the order to follow. Last week, Pratt was as good as we've seen him. 2-1 pitch. Flied into deep center. Backing up is Drew Gilbert. Now moving into left center field. Wynn gets a hold of it. Gilbert reaches over the shoulder and makes the catch. Right in front of that left center field track, Drew Gilbert. He gets something airborne tonight. It's going to take a ride. Gilbert's very good out there, and there's one away. He's talking about Potawatomi Casino Hotel presenting all double plays. They got major wins on deck. Play with your rewards card for a shot at cash, reward play, and new Toyotas. Visit Potawatomi.com for details. So Mahle gets Pratt, and now here's the number 9 batter, Ortiz. Joey swings and fouls one back. What a month it's been for Joey offensively. On the season, the average now at 239. Hit 5 homers, driven in 28. The 0-1. Lined into right, slicing away from McRae, but he'll get there. Over towards the line, reaches out and makes the catch. In fair territory. The ball did have that slice to it. Grant McRae had a kind of lunge sideways at the last moment to snag it, but he did. 2 flyouts in the inning. And now it's Christian Yelich for a second time. Third inning being brought to you by Citgo. Whether you're crossing the state line or just going cross town, Club Citgo could save you money on every fill-up along the way. First pitch to Yelich, outside corner. Like 3 cents off every gallon every day. Talking about Citgo saving you money. When you start with Citgo, you're good to go. Yelich grounded out to begin the ballgame. The 0-1. Ground ball again. This one 2 hops to his good friend Willie Adames near the second base bag. Fields and throws, and Yelich out to retire the side in order. Brewers have just 1 hit through 3 against Tyler Mahle. We go to the bottom of the third, 0.
Bryce Harper will lead things off as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. That one's hit well. Out toward right center field. It is gone! Home run Bryce Harper. First of the year. It's a 5-3 game. That was a pretty swing.
That's the way you turn on a ball.
I got to believe that felt just absolutely wonderful for Bryce Harper. He needed that.
It's only the third hit in 24 at-bats, but that's 425 feet. Sidearm delivery and a comebacker. There's the good athleticism. He throws the glove to first for the out. The ball was stuck in his glove. What an intelligent play by El Duque.
That reminds me of Terry Mulholland 12 years ago against the New York Mets.
And it's a good reminder for all you youngsters out there. If you're going to catch a glove with a ball wedged into it, use two hands like Tino Martinez did.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
And click the green button. Callan, design, build, live.
Banking with an experienced crew is a big home run for personal or business finances. Don't just bank with anyone. Tri-City, your hometown bank.
When the game is on the line, the Brewers rely on their elite bullpen. When your oral health is on the line, rely on a WDA member dentist. To find one near you, go to WDA.org. We go to the bottom of the third in this scoreless game. Series opener in San Fran. Jesus Rodriguez lines one down the right field line and into the corner. That'll be at least a double. It bounds over towards Jake Bauers off the wall, and Rodriguez chugs into second base. Opposite field, two-bagger. And the Giants have the first run of the ball game at second with nobody out for the dangerous top of the order. Jesus Rodriguez is a rookie. Part of the return that the Giants got last trade deadline for Camilo Doval, back from the Yankees. And he is getting some time behind the plate these days. Jesus Rodriguez with a double. So the Giants poised to take the lead. Here's Luis Arraez. Struck out to begin the outing against Sproat. And here he grounds one into right for a base hit. Rodriguez will come around and score. 2 pitches and 2 hits. And a run here in the bottom of the third. Giants lead 1-0 as Luis Arraez places a ground ball into a perfect spot for an RBI single into right. That was quick, huh?
That was very quick. And Arraez, who looked so uncomfortable in his first at-bat against Sproat, made whatever adjustment he needed to make. Wasn't exactly smoked, and it was a middle fastball, but rolled it through the right side of the infield.
Tell you what, whoever trades for him, and we assume somebody will, Elliot Ramos, first one to take a pitch in this inning, and it's a strike on the outside corner. Whoever trades for Arraez, you know what you're getting. You're going to get a guy that's going to bat around 320 to 330. He has done it his whole career. He's at first, nobody out. Elliot Ramos reached on the error on Bauers in the first. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. You'd cutter.
If you're a lineup that's got some pop, 2 through 4, and you can hit him at the top and let him set the table, and he can run a little bit too. He's got 8 stolen bases this year. That's a pretty good addition to any lineup.
0-2 on Elliot Ramos and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Got him on a sweeper, down and away, and that is out number 1. On the third Ortho ASAP strikeout for Brandon Sproat. Arraez remains at first. Safe driving tip from Schneider and their professional truck drivers. Tonight they tell you that you should buckle up every time you drive. It's a simple step, but it makes a big difference. Put on your seatbelt. Bryce Eldridge, big power bat from the left side. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pulled a string with a changeup. 1-0 Giants. Brewers very comfortable playing from behind in recent weeks. Actually had kind of a change in the script. Last couple of games against the Rockies, they scored first. Here's one right through there with a fastball. Belt high, 0-2 on Eldridge. Yeah, they had a 2-0 lead on Saturday, 3-0 in the first inning last night. Giants scoring first here tonight.
Only in the bottom of the third. Eldridge behind 0-2 to throw to first is not in time to get a rise. Bryce Eldridge also struck out in the first. We were really impressed with him in that series at American Family Field back in early June. This rookie looks like a keeper. Hulking hitter. The pitch fouled back and just below us. Over the screen, it only landed maybe 10 feet beneath me.
Almost had a shot at redemption, Josh. That would have been easier because it was off the deflection.
Yeah, the first guy dropped it. Remains 0-2. Pitch down in the dirt on a curveball that hit a couple of feet in front of the plate, and Contreras blocked on ball one.
I'll tell you who wouldn't have caught it, and that was me, because I was looking at my phone, and I looked up just in time to see the ball deflect off the guy's hand.
1-0 Giants with the RBI hit by Luis Arraez. He's at first with one away, and Sproat with a 1-2. Inside on a fastball. Eldridge in that first series, by the way, was 6 for 12 against the Brewers. It was a 4-game set. The Brewers absolutely dominated the first 2 games, and it's like, all right, maybe they'll get a 4-game sweep. But then the Giants won the last 2. There goes the runner on a 2-2, down and in ball 3, and the throw is not nearly in time. Every batter that's gotten on base has stolen, save for Rodriguez, who doubled, and he scored on the very next pitch.
And this doesn't have anything to do with William Contreras. This is about Sproat. I mean, the jump that he had there was incredible.
Yeah, they're 3 for 3 stealing bases. Arraez, 9th of the year. Full count on Bryce Eldridge. 1 out in the inning. Payoff pitch. Tipped foul on a sweeping breaking ball. It bounds to the backstop.
Sproat has very good move to first. I think you see that and you think, well, he's great at holding runners, but there's more than just that goes into it. He can be a little slow to the plate, and they've got him timed up right now.
1 out in the inning. 3-2 coming. Chopped very softly to Sproat. Comes to the first base side of the mound to field it. Runner will advance, but Brandon underhands one over to first base in time to get Bryce Eldridge for out number 2. So Arraez is at third with 2 out for Rafi Devers. Try to limit the damage just to the 1 run in the inning, and that's okay. Devers batted with a runner at third and 2 away in the first inning. Same situation, and Brandon Sproat got him to ground out to Bryce Durang. You're always fearful, though, with this guy in the box. Sproat with the first pitch. Drilled the outside corner with a perfectly placed fastball, 0-1. How about what he did in the first series these teams played in June? He was 1 for 17 with 8 strikeouts against the Brewers. They pitched him exceptionally. 0-1 is down low on a cutter. It's 1-1. A lot's been made about Devers after the trade from Boston last year. But you look at his numbers, they're still really good offensively, especially the power totals. Left-handed hitter waits in the 1-1, hit foul, deep and out of play, left field side, and Sproat has him in a 1-2 hole. 8th most home runs in the National League. Devers with 22 of those. He leads the National League in doubles. He's had 27 doubles this year. Luis Arraez at third. Brandon Sproat with a 1-2 pitch. Chopped very softly towards first base. Tough play, Sproat off his glove. Backing him up, though, is Vaughn, and he'll take it to the back for the out. Got there just in time to beat Devers to first base, did Andrew Vaughn. Great recovery because Sproat, who had been spry off the mound, got a glove on it first. But it hopped off his glove, and
he's still back. He will leap, and he caught it. Luis Lara up against the wall.
Deep left center field. Touched it in Martin, but it is Byron who caught that ball.
Collins is onto the track. He's at the fence. He leaps. He grabs it. He robs Riley Green of a grand slam.
Nico steals a run. Heads up play and great athleticism.
Harris leaped, and he just robbed him. What a play by Michael Harris.
Bellinger goes back. He leaps. He's got it.
That's why he has that gold patch on his glove.
Going back to the track near the wall. Shoots up and makes a remarkable catch.
Bends under it. Makes the one-hand catch. Here comes Freeman. Here comes the throw. It's a good one. The slide. Oh, that's a play.
It's a squibbing ground walk. Caballero diving play. From his knees. He throws out Bohm.
Coming on, Cam Smith with a sliding catch. Cam takes one away from Murakami.
Stop and truck by Williamson. Gets up and throws him out at first to retire the side.
The first thing people realize is the history of Montgomery, and that history is real. So while that history is in the past, it also helps us move forward in a positive way.
Just like a lot of other of the 120 minor league teams, the baseball is not what we do, right? The Tampa Bay Rays do a phenomenal job of sending amazing athletes here, and we let them handle the baseball, and we handle everything outside the line.
American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Diving stop. Nothing gets through. And nothing stops leaks like North Shore adult diapers for even the heaviest control problems. Visit northshore.com.
Well, it's the Giants who score first in this three-game series, 1-0 after 3 innings. Meat of the order coming up, though, for the Brewers. Jackson Churio takes outside corner with a cutter from Tyler Malley. It'll be Churio, Terang, and Contreras, 2, 3, and 4 on Pat Murphy's card. Jackson flew to right field in the first. The 0-1, high and in. Brewers' 2 base runners tonight came consecutively in the second inning, a Bowers single and a Vaughn walk. Tyler Malley, M-A-H-L-E. 1-1 pitch, hit on the ground right to Willie Adames at short. Doesn't have to move laterally, just reaches down to field it and throws out his good friend Jackson Churio for the first out. And Malley looking sharp in what could very well be his final start as a Giant. He is one of the more likely guys on this team to get traded right here at or before the deadline. Bryce Terang is coming up. Carbless is a proud partner of the Brewers. Premium ready-to-drink cocktails. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 0 gluten. Terang takes a strike. Find it at the ballpark or at your local retailer. Carbless, less is more. Kind of feel like this is an audition start for Malley for whoever's thinking about trading for him. Outside corner with a splitter, it's 0-2. And he looks like a guy that could help you. He's, look, not the guy that first came up with Cincinnati that Brewers saw so often back earlier in his career. This is the 10th time he's faced the Brewers. Age has caught up to him a little bit. He's now 31. The 0-2 pitch is upstairs on Terang, 1-2.
Yeah, I mean, Josh, not everybody's looking for a guy to take the ball in Game 1 or Game 2 of a playoff series, right? They need a guy that's going to help them cover innings on the way in to the clubhouse, if you will.
And the 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed on a splitter. Terang becomes the first person to strike out against Tyler Malley tonight. 2 out in the 4th.
And can you find a guy that's going to take the ball every 5th day, give you a shot, be a back into the rotation type of starter? Malley, I think, could be that for a lot of teams.
Last time he faced the Brewers, you have to go back to 2022 before tonight. William Contreras flew to center his first time, and he lashes one foul. Coming up, out of play over the first base dugout. Well up into the crowd. 1-0 Giants. They lost one of their most important players to injury earlier tonight, if you're just joining us, Casey Schmidt. Contreras takes outside corner. It's 0-2, and William thought about challenging it, but he didn't on a slider. He would have won. That was easily a ball. But he didn't challenge. Doug Eddings just missed the pitch, so it's 0-2. The pitch by Malley, high. Casey Schmidt left with a leg injury of some sort. Another guy that's many people think likely to be shopped by the Giants, but now he's hurt. We don't know the extent of it yet. Christian Koss stayed in to play third. The 1-2, swing and a miss. Got him with a cutter out of way, and so back-to-back strikeouts for Malley, who is cruising through 4. 1-0 Giants on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
He's still back. He will leap, and he caught it. Luis Lara up against the wall.
Deep left center field. Buxton and Martin, but it is Byron who caught that ball.
Collins is onto the track. He's at the fence. He leaps. He grabs it. He robs Riley Green of a grand slam.
Nico steals a run. Heads up play and great athleticism.
Harris leaped, and he just robbed him. What a play by Michael Harris.
Bellinger goes back. He leaps. He's got it.
That's why he has that gold patch on his glove.
Going back to the track near the wall. Jumps up and makes a remarkable catch.
Bends under it. Makes the one-hand catch. Here comes Freeman. Here comes the throw. It's a good one. The slide. Oh, that's a play.
It's a squibbing ground walk. Caballero diving play. From his knees. He throws out Bohm.
Coming on, Cam Smith with a sliding catch. Cam takes one away from Murakami.
Stopping short by Williamson. Gets up and throws him out at first to retire the side.
2 down for Matt Olson. Nelson looking for a 1-2-3 top of the first. Matt Olson drives it out to center. Thomas is back. Is it above the yellow line? It is, and it's a solo homer for Matt Olson to get the party started in the desert on this Thursday night.
Again, where do you want this pitch? You want it in the bottom half of the zone. That's where that four-seam fastball was. That allows Matt Olson to get the barrel to it, and he smoked it.
So Atlanta with a 1-0 lead.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Christian Koss, who came in for the injured Casey Schmidt in the second, will get his first at-bat of the night as we begin the bottom of the fourth. 1-0 Giants against Brandon Sproat. Retired veterans, you can turn to Network Health for affordable and reliable health plans tailored to meet your needs. Find the coverage you need and health plan experience you want with Network Health. Learn more at networkhealth.com/veterans. First pitch went all the way to the backstop. That was the clang you heard while I was telling you about Network Health. Christian Koss been in minor leagues most of the year. He takes outside again. It's 2-0. He's a big leaguer this season. He's 3 for 21. I'll do the math for you. 143.
Pretty impressive.
Nah, I cheated.
No, okay.
2-0 pitch. Low. It's 3-0. It'll be Koss, then Drew Gilbert and Willie Adames coming up against Sproat. Been a bit more efficient in his first 3 innings than we've seen in some recent outings. This will be his 55th pitch of the night. 3-0 coming. Low and away, and he walked him. That's suboptimal against Christian Koss to begin the frame. It's the 3rd straight inning. The Giants have had the leadoff man reach base, and that brings up Drew Gilbert, who flew to the wall in center field a couple of innings ago. In the month of July, prior to tonight, in 3 starts, Sproat had been giving up pretty much 2 base runners per inning on average. Just a lot of walks. Driving up that whip. Gilbert, a lefty, takes one in there knee high for a strike, and it's 0-1. Remember, every runner that has gotten to first base pretty much has tried to steal tonight. Giants are 3 for 3 in stolen base attempts, including one for the man there now, Christian Koss. The one is low, and it's 1-1 on Drew Gilbert. Sproat needed 99 pitches last Tuesday against the Mets to go through 4 2/3. 1-0 San Fran. Trying to add on here in the home fourth. The 1-1 coming. Gilbert hits one foul and into the seats, third base side. Our drive around the league. Presented by Construction Business Group, Wisconsin operating engineers and trusted contractors. Building Wisconsin together. Right before first pitch, I left you all on a cliffhanger. What was going to happen with that Pirates-Diamondbacks game in extra innings?
I think you wanted me to update everybody in the first 2 innings, but I wanted to leave this to you.
Yeah, you know, the more time passes, the more the tension builds.
Right.
Yeah.
Big league tease.
Well, Brandon Lau had a walk-off. That's what happened for the Pirates. 3-2, they walked off Arizona in 10. Throw to first by Sproat. Close. Out at first is Koss. That time, Sproat used that quick pickoff move to erase the base runner before he could try to steal. That's one way to do it. 1 out, bases empty on a pickoff, 1-3.
Josh, we saw Pat Murphy talking to Brandon Sproat after the last inning, and it looked like part of the conversation was about holding runners and varying times to the plate.
1-2 on Gilbert, who swings and pops one up left side of the infield. Up into the blue sky for the third baseman Ortiz. Moves over towards short, makes a two-handed catch. Boy, how quickly things can change. In the matter of less than a minute, you go from a runner on, nobody out, 2 out, bases empty.
Looks like that message from Murph got through.
Yeah. I guess you would call it, from what we could see, a heart-to-heart.
He has 5 pickoffs this year now.
I mean, his move is really great for a right-hander. Adames takes up an in, ball 1.
Shows you how athletic he is with his feet when you watch that pickoff move from Stroh.
Normally, if you hear those kind of pickoff totals, you would just assume that it has to be a left-handed pitcher.
Right. It's the most in MLB. I can't talk, but it's the most in MLB.
Willie takes a strike, 1-1. Adames walked back in the second. So the Pirates won. Good start to that series. Couple of wild card contenders, Pittsburgh and Arizona. The 1-1, Adames swings through a sinker, and it's 1-2. The Cubs, after a long rain delay in St. Louis, they now lead the Cardinals 3-1. That game's moved into the 5th. Alex Bregman has homered off of Matthew Liberatore. Cubs 7 games behind the Brewers. Coming into the week. 1-0 Giants here in the 4th, 2 out. And Sproat is ready. Here's the 1-2 to Willie. Down and away on a sweeper. Willie Adames hit a home run in that series in Milwaukee in June. He's hit 3 homers against the Brewers since he left. 2-2, lined in a left, base hit. He's been on base twice tonight. That one right in between the shortstop Pratt and the third baseman Ortiz. Chorio throws it in. It'll be a 2-out single. Makes that pickoff feel all the more important as the light-hitting outfielder Grant McCray comes to the plate. Willie has swung it well against these Brewers pitchers over the last 2 seasons wearing a Giants uniform. We're so happy when we see him because Willie just makes you happy whenever you're in his presence. But we don't like seeing what he's done offensively.
We don't like him in the box. Nope.
McCray takes a strike with a fastball. 65th pitch from Brandon Sproat, trying to get through 4 innings and keep the deficit at just 1 run.
He is a wonderful human being, though, isn't he?
Lights up any room that he's in. McCray lined into a big double play his first time, and he lifts one on the left. Chorio going back, still back all the way, watching it sail. It's out of here. The first major league hit of the season for Grant McCray is an opposite field 2-run home run off of Sproat. My goodness, you just never would have expected it. It's 3-0 Giants. It's his 5th career major league home run. 6th, beg your pardon. Go figure, right? Now he got a fastball middle, and he hit it out into those bleacher seats in left field. He's hardly played in the big leagues this year. He'd been 0 for 6 with the Giants before that swing, but it changed this game. Giants in a 3-0 lead, and now Jesus Rodriguez takes a strike.
Sproat has not really been able to land any of his secondary pitches for strikes, and eventually you're sitting fastball, and if you make a mistake with the fastball, that can happen.
Grant McCray. Now, believe it or not, for a guy who has been pretty much in the minors, but some big leagues the last 3 years, one of his other 5 homers before that was against the Brewers. So he's got 6 career big league long balls, and 2 of them against Milwaukee. Grant McCray, former 3rd-round pick, a Florida native. It's now 2-1 on Jesus Rodriguez. 2 out, bases empty now, and the Giants with a 3-0 lead. Rodriguez doubled and scored last inning in his first at-bat. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Got the fastball by him. Rodriguez, first time he's ever played in a game against Milwaukee. Grant McRae, 2-run homer. It's 3-0 Giants in the fourth. Sproat trying to get back into the dugout here. The 2-2 pitch. Got him looking. Fastball dotted at the knees. Rodriguez is rung up. It'll be the fourth ortho ASAP punch-out for Spurs. But the big early...
To be in, the middle of New York to display a card like this is really such a big part of the Fanatics mission. We think about how do we create new experiences. Now we get the opportunity to put incredible Holy Grail cards in front of tens of thousands, if not millions of new people. It's not just about collectors today, but also about how do we bring new collectors into the space as well. It's really what we do it all for.
Are on the board. First, it's 1-0 New York. Bouncer headed up the middle, and that's going to get through and driving a couple of runs. Cranked up and sent into the right center field gap. McMahon's going to score easily. They're going to wave Wills around. Plays to third. 5-0 New York. Another one headed for no man's land, but Harrison Bader read it well. Former Gold Glover comes up to make a very nice catch for the guy they call Big G, who has driven in a run with the third straight hit to open the fifth inning. Chopper for Jazz, hot shot, and he makes the catch. That got out there on a line, and he's telling Jose Caballero, you see that? I could watch Jazz Chisholm play. I mean, he plays with such joy. Only David Cohn, Ron Guidry, and Mel Stottlemyre had opening day starts of 6+ innings with 2 or fewer hits and no runs allowed.
This is the Brewers Radio Network.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Brewers will try to get the offense into gear as we go to the fifth. Tyler Mahle is back to work now with a 3-0 lead, and here's Lane.
All right, thank you very much, Josh. Mahle at 55 pitches as he works here in the fifth. First pitch to Bowers is a strike at the top of the zone, and Bowers is going to challenge.
Strike call.
And Bowers is going to win this one, and he should get 2 balls for this. It should be 2-0. That's how much this
Pitch
one
was
is.
a ball. Brewers still have 2 challenges.
Doug Eddings should have said the pitch was a ball, and I am sorry for wasting everybody's time. Pat Murphy can't believe it. I mean, that was a step ladder up and out of the zone. The 1-0 pitch to Bowers is a strike. Are we sure? No challenge from Bowers. Cutter, and it was also a ball. Or maybe it clipped the very top. Might have been a strike. Here's the 1-1. That missed in. Confirmed by Doug Eddings, 2-1. I don't trust anything right now after that one. That's the worst miss I've seen all year, I think. Here's the 2-1 to Bowers. And he took outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. If they would have taken my idea, he'd be standing at first now. If you miss by that much, you get credit for 2. 3-1 on Jake. Base hit back in the second inning. Here's the pitch. And Bowers took a strike on a cut fastball at 87.
You didn't go with your boom when Bowers won that ABS.
That was a duh. That was the sound effect for that one. Yeah, you're right. I didn't, though. After we just talked about it. Here's the 3-2 to Bowers. Chopped foul at the plate. And it stays at 3 balls and 2 strikes. I was too shocked that he even had to use an ABS challenge on that one.
Well, that's why we have it in the game now.
That is, to correct those, especially. Mahle's 3-2 pitch, and Jake a fly ball fouling out of play, third base side. Stays at 3-2. Time for a vibe check, a cooler full of Vizzy Hard Seltzer. Big vibe, Vizzy Hard Seltzer, the seltzer that passes the vibe check. 3-2 pitch. Chopped foul behind home plate. Bowers stays alive. Another lengthy at bat. Brewers have had some longer at bats against Mahle in this game. They just haven't had much traffic. They had the 2 one-out base runners in the second inning. That's been it. He had a 1-2-3 first, a 1-2-3 third, And a 1-2-3 fourth inning did Tyler Mahle. This is going to be the 9th pitch of this battle between Mahle and Bowers. It'll be pitch number 64 on the night. Here it comes. And Bowers chops one to first. And it is gobbled up by Devers, who steps on the bag. He was one step away by the time he got to that baseball. And there's one out now for Andrew Vaughn as Bowers is retired. Vaughn a walk back in the second inning. 3-0 San Francisco. They had a single tally in the third and then a 2-run home run by Grant McCray of all people. It was his first home run in nearly 2 years. And they lead at 3-0. First pitch to Vaughn, missed outside with a cutter. It's 1-0. Garrett Mitchell in the on-deck circle. Brewers with some work to do. They've been comfortable playing from behind all season long. Here's the 1-0. And Vaughn took outside. 2 balls and no strikes. Vaughn looking out. And Mahle out of the windup, the pitch. Splitter landed for a strike. It's 2-1. Better crowd here tonight than what we've been seeing the last few years when we've come to San Francisco. It's been slim, especially these Monday and Tuesday types of games, which is weird because just a few years ago this place always was sold out. As Vaughn takes a strike with a fastball at 95, and it's 2-2. But they have fallen on some tough times the last handful of years, and crowds really just haven't come back much since COVID, it feels like. Here at Oracle Park, it's a very good crowd, don't get me wrong, but not to the degree that it used to be circa 2017. 2-2s down and away, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. It is perhaps the most scenic ballpark in Major League Baseball. It is one of my favorites to come to. Mahle's 3-2 pitch to Vaughn is a liner into right, and racing into the corner and having to let it drop in front of him with a slide is McCray. It'll be a long single for Vaughn. He's aboard with 1 out now for Garrett Mitchell. So Vaughn has reached both times he's come to the plate today against Mahle. Got a hanging cutter, and it was away, and he went with that pitch. One thing about this ballpark that I don't know if I love it. Some people may love it because it's unique, but the way the outfield plays sometimes can be a little frustrating, I think, as a visiting team. Mitchell showing bunt, takes a strike, and it's 0-1. That variety and that non-conformity, if you will, in terms of the outfield dimensions, I think it's embraced by most baseball fans. 0-1 is a little tall, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Inside a bit as well on that pitch. But I think it really does take you some time to get adjusted to this ballpark when you're a visiting ball player. 1-1. Ground ball to short. Picked up by Adames, steps on the bag, throws to first in time. Brewers hit into their second double play of this game. Both of them have been hit into by Garrett Mitchell. We go to the bottom of the 5th, 3-0 San Francisco.
The people are welcoming, they're loving, they're caring. So if you're looking for a familial feel, definitely Asheville.
It's Asheville. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
They're excited to be back and back on their feet, so it's been awesome to see the rebuild.
Winning or losing, like everybody's there having a good time rooting us on. So I've always enjoyed that the whole year.
You play here at the tourist park, and you feel like you're back in the old days playing real baseball.
Nestled right into the mountains there.
That's right, right on a cliff.
Murakami to pull, 1-2 from Sandy. That one cut on and missed, and Murakami swings over the top of it. Another punch out for Munetaka Murakami.
Well, I'm going to say that was a changeup.
Yeah.
But either way, it was a nasty pitch down and away from Murakami.
Got him! Changeup! 2 away!
Boy, this has been Picasso, Rembrandt, everything put together with the way he's worked on the mound, with the stuff he's had, the location.
Bonds going after it, and a fan can lurch
watching out of the stands. Bond shakes his hand and now goes back to his position.
Nixon heading over towards the corner and the pole. The play. And so fired up, he's going to take care of that guy's bevy.
I'm going to guess that we'll see that play again and again and again.
Line shot that is caught by Jose Nieves. It hit his glove, it hit his head, and the ball bounced back in his glove.
We go to the bottom of the fifth inning. It's 3-0 San Francisco. Wind is blowing out here tonight at Oracle Park. Giants have been able to push 3 across against Brandon Sproat so far tonight. Sproat back out there for the bottom of the fifth and misses inside of the changeup. It's 1-0. Secondary stuff has been a bit of a problem tonight for Sproat. Fastball's had some good life. He's been able to get some swing and miss with it for sure. 1-0 to Luis Arraez. Missed inside. And it's 2 balls and no strikes. Arraez with an RBI single back in the third. Struck out swinging back in the first inning. Rare strikeout for Luis Arraez. Sproat, 2-0 pitch. That's a strike at the knees. And it's 2-1. Took a little something off that fastball. Just 93 miles an hour. 2-1. Fly ball right center field. Bowers and Mitchell converging. It'll be Mitchell who calls out Bowers and has to adjust at the last second to make that catch as the wind made that ball sail just a little bit on Garrett, but he was able to secure it for the first out. And here's Elliot Ramos. Award-winning Pine River cheese spread, Cedar Crest ice cream, and of course the frozen custard and Usinger sausage. Gotta love all three. First pitch to Ramos is a bouncing ball behind the bag at third. Played with a backhand by Ortiz. Throw to first in time. And he got him. Textbook defense from Joey Ortiz. He has been so solid. That's an understatement over at the hot corner since moving over there. Before Bryce Eldridge hits 10 Friday on the Brewers Radio Network. With Josh Maurer, Ken Sommerfeld, Lane Grindle with you. First pitch to Bryce Eldridge. Misses low. It's 1-0. 3-0 San Francisco. Bottom of the fifth inning. 2 outs and nobody on. Sproat's been efficient so far in this inning. If he can take care of Eldridge, it might buy him the 6th inning. We shall see. The 1-0 pitch to Eldridge. That caught the outside corner with a curveball. He landed an off speed for a strike, and it's 1-1. Eldridge 0 for 2, a strikeout. And a ground out right back to the pitcher, Sproat. Pitch missed down and away with a curveball. 2 balls and 1 strike. Yeah, Pine River cheese spread, Cedar Crest ice cream, and Usinger sausage. 3 Wisconsin originals, 3 summertime favorites. If you live here, you know what I'm talking about. The 2-1. Eldridge took inside. It's going to be challenged by Contreras.
The catcher is challenging the ball call.
This is going to be very close. I think it's going to stay a ball. Yep.
The pitch was a ball. Milwaukee has 1 remaining challenge.
No sound effects on that one. Challenge is brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. It's 3-1 on Eldridge. So both teams have 1 ABS challenge remaining now. Sproat kicks, delivers the 3-1, and that missed outside. He walked him. So not a clean inning for Sproat. Issues his 3rd walk of the night. And it extends the inning now to Rafi Devers. Yeah, if you don't live in Wisconsin, you should think about moving. If for any other reason, because you can get your hands on Wisconsin's award-winning Pine River cheese spread, the Cedar Crest ice cream and custard, and Usinger sausage. Because once you've tasted the best, you can forget the rest. The pitch is hit foul and out of play by Devers. And it's 0-1. Take it from 2 guys that moved to Wisconsin for that purpose. Josh Mauer and Lane Grindle. He's happened to find a job with the Brewers as a part of it. The 0-1. Ground ball to second base. Played by Terang. Took a wicked hop, but he adjusted and throws to first and retires Devers, and the inning is over. So Sproat puts up a 0 in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the 6th inning. It's 3-0 San Francisco on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by...
Into left center field. A diving catch! My word! Brian Reynolds! One of his best catches ever!
And Terang able to fetch it. What a jump Terang got. Lucas back on the warning track. Leaps at the fence, and he got it! Nathan Lucas with a leaping grab.
Hot shot picked by Machado. Flips it to second. Out at second base. Nice play.
The backhand in the glove on the back.
Out to left center, but it is caught out there by Osuna.
A terrific play by Alejandro Osuna in left.
Towards the line, Dubon at the line, a leap into the air, up against the sidewall, and he's got it. Knew exactly where he was on the field.
There's a line drive into left field. Hat coming up, slides and he makes the catch. Outstanding left fielder. He's won 4 Gold Gloves.
McMahon grabs, pivots, throws on the money, got him. Nice play by Ryan McMahon.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Life's better with American Family Insurance. That's because their team is always there to protect your dreams.
It's 3-0 San Francisco as we go to the top of the 6th inning. Cooper Pratt will lead things off against Tyler Mahle, who has pitched very well so far for the Giants. He's allowed just 3 base runners through his first 5 innings. He's at 73 pitches and works out of the windup. The first pitch to Pratt missed outside, and it's 1-0. 6th inning is the Woodman's Food Market's home run inning. Our contestant is David Nishik from Sheboygan. Here's the 1-0 to Pratt. Missed outside, 2 balls and no strikes. David will win a gift card jackpot of $50 if a member of the crew hits a home run this inning. $100 will be added to the total for each additional home run this inning. Visit any participating Woodman's store to enter. Service and savings, that's Woodman's. Visit WTMJ.com for official contest rules and details. 2-0 to Pratt. That's a strike at the knees with the fastball at 95. And it's 2-1. Yeah, always fun to come to San Francisco, though. This city, for me, Josh, always has a little different vibe than the other West Coast cities. 2-1 is low with a splitter, 3 balls and 1 strike. One, the weather's different, right? It's cooler here in the summer. I use this quote every year we come here during this time of the year. Here's the 3-1, and Pratt took a strike. It's 3-2. The coldest winter I ever spent was a summer in San Francisco, from Mark Twain. I love that quote because it really captures what it's like here at times. It is chilly. You get, even in the mid to upper 60s during the day and the sun is out, it's pretty pleasant to walk around, but it cools off and the wind is blowing. 3-2 pitch. Pratt took down and away, and he works a leadoff walk here to start up the 6th inning. So a good start to the inning for the crew. Ortho ASAP walk, just the second walk issued by Mahle. When pain can't wait, walk right into Ortho ASAP. Same day access to specialists. Start healing faster at orthowisconsin.com. But this city, when you walk around this city, Josh, it feels more like an East Coast city to me than most of the cities on the West Coast. Just with the buildings and the architecture. Joey Ortiz takes his strike and it's 0-1. It definitely doesn't feel like Los Angeles. Or San Diego, for that matter.
No, I agree.
They might have a little bit of a Seattle feel, perhaps, but it's a very unique city in that way. A lot of hills, too. 1 is a ground ball to second base. It's going to be played by Arise. Flips it to Adames for 1. Back to first in time, and the Brewers have hit into 3 double plays tonight. 4-6-3 it goes, and that leadoff walk is erased for the Brewers. That has been a big part of the storyline so far here tonight. So now 2 down, and here's Christian Yelich. We got that leadoff walk. Thought maybe this was the inning the Brewers are going to be able to get to Tyler Mahle.
He's only faced 1 over the minimum.
Yeah. Because of those double play balls, right? First offering to Yelich. Swing and a miss. Had a cutter at 89. It's 0-1. He's calling a lot of his own pitches tonight, too. You can tell because he goes to his hip to get on that pitch com. More guys are doing that. The 0-1. That's up and in, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. This is, I always tell people, this is a great, if you're a coffee person, this is a great coffee town. There's a ton of coffee shops, of course. 1-1. It's chopped foul behind the plate, and it's 1-2. But it's great coffee drinking weather. So you get up, get your cup of joe, and you walk around the city a little bit. Go walk along the piers.
The wharf.
Go down to the wharf. Absolutely. Fisherman's Wharf. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Yelich swings over the top of a split and strikes out, and the inning is over. Brewers got a leadoff walk from Cooper Pratt, but the double play ball and the strikeout.
I got these Topps 1994 baseball cards, Series 2. I collect them like everybody else did back in the 70s. We eventually threw them all away. We didn't save them, and I'm sure they're worth millions now. Let's see what I have here. Ken Griffey Jr., probably the best baseball player I've ever played with in my entire life. Oh, man. Lou Whitaker, Bobby Bonilla, Bo Jackson, the best two-sport player ever.
We're heading west to visit the back-to-back World Series champs. Welcome to Dodger Stadium. Home to the Los Angeles Dodgers since 1962, Dodger Stadium is the oldest ballpark west of the Mississippi. The ballpark is filled with reminders of Dodgers history dating all the way back to their former home in Brooklyn. But the main attraction sits up high. Take in the breathtaking views of downtown Los Angeles and the San Gabriel Mountains beyond the outfield. Two distinct features of Dodger Stadium are the wavy roofs atop each of the outfield pavilions and the sunset-colored seats. There are plenty of good eats at Dodger Stadium, but you have to get yourself an iconic Dodger dog. Quick, settle into your seat because Shohei Ohtani is at the plate.
It's a home run!
And of course, the unicorn delivers. Be a part of history yourself with a trip to Dodger Stadium.
Steam601.org.
We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's a 3-0 Giants lead. Christian Koss coming to the plate for the second time tonight. Sprode is back out there. He's at 83 pitches. First offering. Koss takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Bodies are moving around in that Brewers bullpen. Nobody is throwing as of yet, but that will probably change at some point in this inning. 0-1 to Koss, and I think he did. Change up down and in. He tried to check, and Doug Eddings said, I don't need any help. You offered, and it's 0-2. Very awkward looking swing. Koss walked back in the 4th. In this game, because Casey Schmidt hit a bloop single into right back in the 2nd inning, and then came up injured as he turned first. 0-2 pitch to Koss, and a called third strike. A sweeper landed at the bottom of the zone, and that is a big strikeout for Sprode to start up this bottom of the 6th inning. Hey, baseball fans, don't forget George Webb predicts the Crew will win 12 games in a row this season. When they do, we'll be celebrating. Learn more at georgewebb.com. Here's Drew Gilbert. First offering is down and away. It's 1 ball and no strikes. And Sproat battling again here tonight. Hasn't been sharp in every facet, but got a chance to get through 6. Brewers certainly would take that. 1-0 pitch. Missed outside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Do you subscribe to the stat quality start?
Less than I used to. I just think the way teams manage the games now, what is a quality start has kind of changed a little bit. 2-0 is a little bit high, 3 balls and no strikes, but in that sense it makes a quality start probably that much more impressive, because part of the reason why I say that is because guys don't go 6 innings very often anymore.
Well, this, if he gets through it without a run, quality start.
6 innings, 3 runs or less. That's in there for a strike, and it's 3-1.
Yeah, you could probably re-look at that definition through the way baseball's played these days. Maybe go to 5 innings.
Yeah. I think if you're a team that feels good about your bullpen, 3-1 is lined into right. That's going to get down for a base hit for Drew Gilbert. So Gilbert is aboard with 1 away. And that'll get Willie Adames to the plate here. If you are a manager, and again, you have the full complement of your bullpen available, would you rather get 5 innings of 2-run baseball or 6 of 3? I think you'd rather get the 5 of 2. But, again, length from starting pitchers is kind of a fleeting thing. So when you're able to get it, that should be worth something. Pitch to Adames, a swing and a miss over a sinker, and it's 0-1. But the reason why you don't have a lot of length from pitchers, in many cases, because managers just are more hesitant, and front offices for that matter, to let a pitcher go through the lineup a 3rd time. Here's a pickoff move to first, and diving back in there is Gilbert. And that's why 6 innings is more rare than it used to be. That's about the time you're going through that lineup for a 3rd time, the 5th and 6th. The ball's at 1 strike here on Adames. Sproat brings home the pitch, and Willie took low. It's 1-1. Here at Stallings, getting loose for the Brewers in their bullpen. Sproat's up over 90 pitches now. He's at 92. Actually, make that 93 after that last pitch. The 1-1. A high fly ball left field. It is in the ballpark for Churio. Back a couple of steps and then settles underneath to make the catch. And there's 2 away now for Grant McCray. McCray is the reason this game is 3-0. It was a 1-0 game. He had his first home run in nearly 2 years out to left center. And that gave the Giants a 3-0 lead. It was a 2-run home run. That came back in the 4th. In his last AB. It was his first hit of the season. He was 0 for 6 this season before that swing. Sproat's first offering to McCray is a strike with a fastball at 95, and it's 0-1. Three 3-0 Giants. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Sproat's 0-1. That missed low, 1 ball and 1 strike. If this road trip is anything like the last road trip, though, it's all about to change in the 7th. Brewers, the best team in history of baseball in the 7th inning on the last road trip, at least. Unofficial stat. 1-1. McCray bunting and bunts it foul back behind home plate. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Less official than the quality starting.
Sproat has battled tonight, trying to get himself through 6 innings here. Could be his last batter, potentially, with Stallings getting loose. Toss to first, nearly got him. But Gilbert was leaning as another good move by Sprode over to first. Vaughn looking in to see if the Brewers want to challenge it. I don't think they will, but it was close. Tag came on the right hip, and the Brewers are going to challenge
Milwaukee is challenging the safe call at first base.
So they are going to challenge it. They feel confident enough. Try to get Sprode out of this inning if this gets overturned. Dylan Smith and Sam Hentges getting loose in the Giants bullpen. Let's take a look at the replay here. Goes to the right hip. That angle is not going to be enough. Now, they just showed a different angle up on the video board, and the Brewers are walking off the field. And so are the Giants. So, oh yeah, this is not even close. This should be a quick one. That angle tells you everything you need to know. The tag comes on the right hip, and he is not back into the bag. So, challenge is brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. I'm surprised this is taking this long, to be honest. Everybody has come off the field except for Drew Gilbert over at first base. And now, I think Doug Eddings is getting the call from New York. He's got it. Here it is.
After review, the call is overturned. The runner's out. Milwaukee will retain its challenge.
6th pickoff for Brandon Sprode this year. That is the most in the majors. So he gets himself through 6 innings. He's got himself a quality start. Woo! But the Giants lead at 3-0 as we head to the 7th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
This ball is launched to right. Dom Smith, a deep blast. And Atlanta with a couple of solo homers and a 2-0 lead.
How about the location? That's elevated. It's 97. A little bit of cut to it, a little bit of vert. Exactly where he wanted it. But Dom Smith doing his homework and ready for it, and crushes that one to right.
A no-doubter for his second of the season.
Perfect relay from Bench to Lindor to Bichette, and Ohtani outstretching a double into a triple. Second outfield assist of the night for Carson Bench. Perfect one-hop strike to Alvarez.
What a night for Anthony Siegler. Maybe his biggest as a big leaguer. 4 hits, 2 driven in.
That one up the middle. Oh! Nico steals a run. Throw back to third. And Bregman puts the tag on him. Heads up play and great athleticism. It's IQ and the athlete.
What a start for Tarek Scoop. 7 1/3, 1 run on 4 hits, 12 strikeouts, 91 pitches, and 68 strikes.
Now, Cam Schlittler could not have been better tonight. He was incredible in this 1-0 game.
You know, the thing that's so impressive about all of this, 12 strikeouts, no walks.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Getting 3-0 Giants, and with the play-by-play, here's Josh Maurer.
Thank you, Lane. All right, rally time against Tyler Mahle, who remains out there for San Fran. You've got Chorio, Terang, and Contreras due up in the visiting 7th. Pitch to Jackson, outside, ball 1. The Brewers have been able to scratch together just 2 singles and 2 walks, but 3 out of those 4 base runners have been erased on a double play, and so they have faced only 1 over the minimum, have the Giants. 1-0 is over the outside corner with a fastball. 87 pitches now for Mahle, and there is that activity with both Dylan Smith, the righty, and Sam Hentges, the lefty. Ground ball hit through the right side by Chorio. Sneaks into right field for a leadoff single. Jackson going the opposite way, and the Brewers get their 3rd hit of the night. Maybe that's the little spark that can light the fire here in San Francisco on this Monday night. Good job with the slider. Go with that pitch. And Tony Vitello, the Giants' first-year managers, come out of the dugout. You've got Terang coming up, which would lead me to believe if he's going to make a pitching change, it would be for the left-hander Hentges. Vitello just now reaching the mound, has not made a wave. Now he does. He takes the baseball from Tyler Mahle. So 88 pitches. And the last of those was a Jackson Chourio single for the Brewers, but in what might have been the final start as a Giant.
Baseball's top all-star vote-getter, Shohei Ohtani, treated us to yet another milestone before the break. After launching an Oppo Taco rocket for homer number 299 in a Dodgers win earlier this week, Shohei Ohtani hit career home run number 300 on Tuesday night.
2-0, swung on, drilled deep to center field. It is back, it is gone. Home run number 300 for Shohei Ohtani. Oh, he mashed a milestone in his first at bat, a show that never ends.
Ohtani becomes the first Japanese-born member of the 300 homer club, but the hitting is only half the show. On the mound, this two-way titan is completely crushing it, a frontrunner in the NL Cy Young race with a microscopic ERA under 2. So he's pitched and hit the Dodgers to a double-digit lead in the West. A 4-time MVP firmly on his way to a high 5, Ohtani isn't just rewriting history, he's kind of making it look easy.
Puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas y jerseys autografiados, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores. Visita auctions.mlb.com.
Elevated dining and unwind at the full-service Drift Spa between rounds. Grab quick bites in the expanded Sage Run Clubhouse or refresh overlooking the 9th and 18th at Sweetgrass. It's all part of an unforgettable golf experience at Island Resort and Casino. Plan your getaway at islandresortgolf.com.
Former Cleveland Guardian Sam Hentges, the left-hander, big, tall, lanky lefty, comes in behind Tyler Mahle in the 7th with a runner at first and nobody out, and Bryce Terang coming up. First pitch is upstairs. It is 3-0 San Francisco in the series opener. But Chourio just had that leadoff base hit to knock Mahle from the game after 6 scoreless innings to this point. Walked 2, struck out 3, gave up just 3 singles. The 1-0. Down the middle for a strike to Terang. Bryce went 0 for 2 against Mahle with a ground out and a punch out. First year with the Giants for Hentges. He's had a fine season in his first 27 outings. 2.66 ERA. The 1-1. High, it's 2-1. 1 win, 3 losses. For Sam Hentges. Hentges. This Giants bullpen is gettable. Terang waits, and now the 2-1. Called a strike on the lower outside corner with a 93-mile-an-hour fastball. Borderline pitch, it's 2-2. That was a strike, though, says our data. Good speed at first with Chourio. The 2-2. Breaking ball swung on and missed. He struck him out with a curve. Good start for Hentges and the Giants bullpen as Terang fans for the second time tonight. 1 out, and here's Contreras, who has flown out and struck out. The opener of this 6-game West Coast trip for the Brewers that'll take them through San Francisco and then Anaheim over the weekend. Couple of kind of bottom dwellers this season on the trip. Contreras swings through a high fastball, and it's 0-1. Brewers coming off that great longest homestand of the season, coming out of the All-Star break. 9 games, they won 7 of them, won 3 straight series. The 0-1. High, it's 1-1 on William Contreras. We talked about it in the On Deck show tonight. For whatever reason, regardless of how well or not well the Giants have played in recent years, they've given the Brewers a lot of fits. 1-1. Down and in near the foot. Curveball picked out of the dirt by Rodriguez, the catcher. 2-1 on William. Again, these teams played a 4-game series in Milwaukee back at the beginning of June, and after the Brewers dominated the first 2 games, San Francisco came back and won the final 2. And they lead 3-0 tonight. 2-1 pitch, fly into right. The play for Grant McCray. Back to the edge of the warning track there to make the catch. And back to first goes Chourio. So William flies out to right. The wind's been blowing out tonight, but the Brewers haven't really been able to come all that close to getting one over the wall. And now they're going to pinch hit for Jake Bowers. Luis Lara's going to come and hit for Jake, who went 1 for 2. He's got one of the 3 hits tonight for Milwaukee and has reached in 8 of his last 11 plate appearances. Jake's gotten really hot these last couple of days, but for the time being, with the left-handed pitcher on the mound, Pat Murphy's going to go to the young rookie Lara. So the catcher Rodriguez out to visit with Sam Hentges, who has quickly retired the first 2 that he's faced. Potawatomi Sportsbook trip to the mound. And now that has ended. And here comes Luis Lara. What a weekend he had against the Rockies. Back-to-back great games. Switch hitter hitting from the right. The pitch down and in. It glances off the glove of Rodriguez, and that'll advance Churio into scoring position on a wild one. Tugged on a fastball there, did Sam Hentges. So the Brewers have just their second base runner reach second base tonight. The other one was back in the second inning. Base hit could get the Brewers on the board. 1-0 on the rookie. The pitch, Lara took a strike. Fastball on the upper outside corner. We got a Brewers fan right by our microphone down there.
He's trying to encourage him right now.
Doing a good job, too. He's got me fired up. Lara hitting .303. The 1-1. Down and in. Curveball. See, he's got good advice, too. Right. Good eye, good eye. He's
kind of like an extension of the coaching staff right now.
Put him on the payroll. The crew has been around since 1970. Habish, and Rotier. Even longer if you're injured in an accident. Call the firm. Wisconsinites have trusted for over 95 years. 2-1. Runner at second and 2 out. Hentges pitch. Round ball towards the right side. Diving backhanded pick by Devers feeds Hentges, and Hentges beats Lara to the bag for the out. What a play. Inning over. Rafael Devers is not known for his defense, but a sprawling backhanded play and then a feed to big Sam Hentges just in time to get Lara, and the inning is over. Boy, Devers, remember when he was with the Red Sox, he refused to even play first base. Finally moved over there after the trade. Let's keep it here.
Martin back near the wall, jumps up, and makes the play.
He peels it off the middle of that 20-foot-high wall with a wonderful leaping grab. Nice job, Austin Martin.
Ozzie diving stop from his knees. Side retire. Diving is Quan. He made another great catch. Well, that's how you win 4 straight gold gloves.
And it is caught by Miles Straw.
And Kreidler going out, and Kreidler makes a great play. Boy, the fellas came to play defensively.
Vladdy snatches it on the line, spins, throws a strike to Bieber, covering the back for the out. Really nice play by Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And they'll throw home to get the out. That's Chansey. Troy's there. Hopscotch hitting over. Nice play, Massey. Does he have time? Yes.
Man, oh man, was that sweet.
Clement's got it, sliding stop. What a play by Ernie Clement for out number 2.
The Blue Jays defense has been up to the task this afternoon.
Brewers held off the scoreboard thanks to that defensive play by Rafael Devers. We go to the bottom of the 7th, and Garrett Stallings coming in his 3rd ever Major League outing. 3-0 Giants on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by American Family Insurance.
On the baseball field, the skilled players get paid the most. The same is true in construction. Some of the most skilled players building our roads, solar farms, and stadiums are the men and women of the Wisconsin Operating Engineers. If you are ready to step up to a job where you can earn more without college debt and operate equipment like cranes, excavators, bulldozers, and drones, you're ready to join the team of Wisconsin Operating Engineers today at join139.com.
Summer and baseball go hand in hand. And as a proud partner of the Milwaukee Brewers, Carbless is helping fans swing into full flavor all season long. Whether you're at the ballpark, tailgating with friends, or catching the game from home, Carbless delivers bold flavor in a convenient canned cocktail that's ready wherever summer takes you. 0 carbs, 0 sugar, 100 calories, gluten-free and full of flavor. Carbless. Find your bliss near you at drinkcarbless.com.
There's a new brat in town, and I think you're really going to like it. It's called the Kids Hall of Fame Fresh Bratwurst. Hi, this is Robin Young. They're made by Usingers and have a familiar taste, like the delicious ones made for years for my pal you. What's also great is that a portion of the proceeds will go to the MAC Fund. Just ask for the Kids Fresh Brats, and look for me taking a swing on the label. You can also find them online at usinger.com.
Look for them at your local Syndic's or Woodman store.
American Family Insurance is always a great call. That's because their agents are always there to protect your dreams.
Garrett Stallings was our pregame guest tonight. This is a guy who's had a long, winding journey to reach the major leagues, and he's on the mound for just the 3rd time ever as a big leaguer. He delivers strike 1 to Grant McCray as we begin the bottom of the 7th inning. 3-0 Giants. Garrett just got recalled yesterday when Lance McCullers Jr. was designated. The pitch to McCray is outside, and it's 1-1. Stallings, as big leaguers, pitched against the Reds and then against the Cardinals at the beginning of the month. 3 scoreless innings with 4 strikeouts. The 1-1. I think he committed on a breaking ball low. Yes, he did. Couldn't hold back, says the third base umpire, and it's 1-2. Brandon Sprode with that quality start, 6 innings. That one pitch that he'd like to have back came to this batter, Grant McCray. A 2-run home run that really changed this game back in the 4th. The 1-2 pitch. Down and in on that changeup. Garrett talked about that in the pregame interview tonight. He said the changeup, especially against the Cardinals last time he pitched for the Brewers, was the big difference maker. Bearded right-hander is 2-2. Down low with a cutter, and it's full count. McCray with that 2-run blast is 1 for 2. And just 1 for 7 of the bigs this year. Batting left, 3-2 pitch. Popped him up. Behind first base and playable. Be the second baseman, Terang, backtracking under the outfield grass. And Bryce makes the backpedaling catch. 1 out for Garrett Stallings. 7th inning stretch sponsored by IslandResortGolf.com. Escape to the Island Resort and Casino, where championship golf, relaxing spa treatments, great dining, and casino excitement create the perfect summer getaway. I'll just kind of summarize my conversation with Garrett Stallings if you missed it. He is the kind of person that everybody will root for. Jesus Rodriguez, rookie, swings and misses at a high, hard one, and it's 0-1. 92 on the fastball. He's not going to overpower you. Rodriguez had a big double to begin the first run rally of the night back in the 3rd. Then he fouls it back into the screen. It is 0-2. Stallings out of the University of Tennessee. Bounced around. Brewers got him from Baltimore a few years back. For Thiago Vieira. Remember him, Lane? He's been then in Nashville for 3 years at AAA with the Brewers. 0-2 pitch. Breaking ball low on Rodriguez, 1-2. 1 out in the bottom of the 7th in a 3-0 Giants lead.
I remember Thiago well. Brazil.
That's right. Garrett Stallings with a 1-2. Down low on the changeup. Then it's 2-2. Sprode gave up 6 hits and 3 walks. So 9 runners in 6 innings. Not bad. 97 pitches. He had 5 punch-outs. But on the losing end, the 2-2. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Pulls the string on Rodriguez to the 2nd out of the inning. Ortho ASAP for Garrett Stallings. You know, it's been a very small sample size, but there's nothing that we've seen that would tell you he can't help you.
Every time he's taken the ball, I think he's advanced himself in the eyes of this organization. Yeah, I think a lot of guys are impressed.
Now facing a batting champion in years past. Luis Arraez fouls one back, and it's 0-1, and he might win a batting title again this year. 1 for 3 tonight. Opened the scoring with an RBI single against Sprode in the third. Luis Arraez. 2 out in the 0-1. Left a bunt, took just inside. 1-1 the counts. Drive around the league presented by Construction Business Group. Cubs and the Cardinals playing late into the night because of a rain delay. It's 5-3 Cubs, bottom of the 7th at Busch. 1-1 pitch is flied foul down the left field line and out of play. It's 1-2.
Josh Stallings worked in that St. Louis series on the road on the last road trip before the All-Star break, and talking to some of their people, they were like, you just run this guy out there. He's the last guy in your bullpen, and he looks like somebody we'd like to hand the ball to in the 7th. I mean, he was good.
He might be their closer.
Right.
Looking for a 1-2-3 inning. 1-2 pitch. Downloaded. He swing. He did not. Cutter. Appeal to third, and Gabe Morales says no, sir. So 2-2. So the Cubs trying to perhaps pick up a game on the Brewers tonight as they lead 5-3 in St. Louis. Pirates walked off the Diamondbacks in 10. 2-2 pitch. Tapped foul into the dirt. And then it bounced up and hit Arraez up around the face. Foul ball.
William gave him the, can you count how many fingers? William kind of grabbed him to keep him up after it hit him. And then Arraez hit him over the top of the head with his helmet, jokingly.
They're friends. They're Venezuela natives and former WBC teammates.
William gave him a little slap across the face playfully. Those two are laughing. That was a good moment.
And Arraez is okay. It didn't hit him very hard in the face off the bounce. They'll wake you up. 2-2. 2 out the pitch. Flied foul again over the screen and out of play. It was a walk-off hit for the Pirates tonight by Brandon Lau. Marlins snapped their 12-game losing skid by stunning Joan Duran and the Philadelphia Phillies 8-7, 3 in the 9th. 2-2 outside 3-2. Phillies led that game 7-5. They hand the ball to Duran, who's as automatic as anybody in the sport, and they got 5 hits and 3 runs and beat them. 3-2 pitch. Popped into center and playable. In comes Garrett Mitchell. He is there and waiting, looks up into the now darkened sky and makes the catch. There you go again, Garrett Stallings. A 1-2-3 inning, and very good chance he'll get the 8th as well.
It's time for the great mascot race. Here's the pitch. And they're off. They're neck and neck. Look at them go, folks. The crowd is going wild. It's the home stretch. It's too close to call. Here's the play at the plate. It's the Oriole Bird. Congratulations. You won the great mascot race.
And a call, strike 3. Change up right down the chute.
Watch his bite on this ball. Whee! Right at the bottom of the zone.
Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts for Sanchez.
Well, that changeup rears its ugly head again, this time to Haggerty, and see how far out in front he was of that one.
Swing and a miss. 7 strikeouts for Sanchez. He's mixed it in all his pitches. And he picked up another K.
All your favorite games from MLB Play are back. Bigger, bolder, and better than ever. Test your skills with daily puzzles like MLB Pickle, the Ultimate Mystery Player Challenge, and Immaculate Grip, where stats and strategy collide. Then in Spinball, build your roster, take on your friends, and compete for the weekly prize. Or be the first to beat the streak and hit your way to the $5.6 million jackpot. Plus, the all-new Daily Walk-Off. Lock in your players by category for the walk-off win. The game's official home for games is MLB Play. Only on the MLB app and MLB.com.
Installation. Visit PellaWI.com today.
New pitcher for the Giants in this North Shore adult diaper pitching change, right-hander Dylan Smith, for even the heaviest control problems. They got you covered. Visit NorthShore.com. They've taken out Jesus Rodriguez, the catcher, in favor of Daniel Susak. Now the battery made of Smith, 3-0 Giants into the 8th. And here's Lane.
All right, thank you very much, Josh. Andrew Vaughn to lead things off. Smith, the right-hander, brings home the first pitch. And that missed outside of the fastball at 96. 1 ball and no strikes the count. Brewers need base runners now, getting late. Smith's 1-0 pitch is right through there with a fastball at 96, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. 8th inning is brought to you by the Wisconsin Laborers District Council and the over 900 signatory contractor partners who are building Wisconsin's infrastructure. Here's the 1-1 from Smith. That's high. It's 2-1. Learn more at liunawisconsin.org. That's LIUNA-Wisconsin.org, and feel the power. Josh hears the Tarps Off crew wherever they are. I can see him start. Oh, they're out, straight out in center field, Josh. Here's the 2-1 pitch to Vaughn. And Vaughn took a strike with a sinker at the bottom of the zone at 96. It is 2-2. A modest Tarps Off section out there in center above the bullpens. Josh is pretty big fan. Every ballpark we go to, and we talk to the opposing broadcasters, one of the first questions he asks them is, now, where's your Tarps Off section usually at? Pitch is low, and the count is full, 3-2.
Yeah, because I just want to go out and join them. I need to know where they're going to be.
I think it's the same group of guys. They just travel the country.
Feels that way.
3-2 pitch. Found how to play first base.
I mean, they always, well, they're
the chants are all the same.
They're all the same chants. They're all between the ages of, let's say, 12 and 20.
For the most part. Now, you get the binoculars out there. You see the camera pan the crowd. 3-2 pitch is a roller up the third base line. It is a foul ball. Vaughn was hustling up the line. It was a nice play made by Koss, but Gabe Morales, the third base umpire, is right on top of it. It went just foul before it got to the bag. 3-2 the count here on Vaughn still.
I don't know how they all know the same chants.
There's a school they attend. It's kind of like yell practice at Texas A&M.
Tarps Off EU.
Tarps Off University. If you pan the crowd, occasionally there's the 45-year-old male with his shirt off, and it's kind of like, maybe not. Out of the demo, man. 3-2 to Vaughn. And a high fly ball into left center. It's going to push back Ramos a few steps, but he's settling underneath it and reaches up and makes the catch. 1 away in the Brewers half of the 8th inning for Garrett Mitchell now. Shandy season, baseball fans. Leinenkugel's Summer Shandies, a refreshing Weiss beer with natural lemonade flavor. Leinenkugel's flavor of the moment. Pairs well with the Tarps Off section. A Summer Shandy. Mitchell is grounded into a double play both times he's come up tonight. He can't do that in this at-bat. Nobody on and 1 away. Takes the first pitch strike, and it's 0-1. 0 for his last 16 at the plate. A little mini funk here for Garrett Mitchell. 0-1 pitch is swung on and fouled back into the net. It's 0-2. I will say, though, there's still been a lot of hard contact in this stretch. The ball that he hit into the double play on back in the second inning was smoked. 110 right back up the middle, and a good play made by Tyler Malley, the pitcher. No balls and 2 strikes on Mitchell. Smith brings home the pitch. He took high, and it's 1-2. The minute they started doing their chants, I could see your head start to get on a swivel. Like, where's it coming from? 1-2 to Mitchell. Swing and a miss. Went after an elevated fastball at 97. Came up empty. And Smith has retired the first 2 batters of this 8th inning. And that will get Cooper Pratt to the plate. Smith has been pretty impressive. Some good action on that fastball. He's been able to get some swing and miss with it through these first 2 batters. Works out of the windup here. The first pitch to Pratt is in there for a strike, and it's 0-1. Brewers just 3 hits tonight. They've all been singles. Night when the wind was blowing out, you thought maybe the ball would really travel here tonight. Just that one home run from Grant McCray. As the 0-1. Curveball dropped in there for a strike. It's 0-2. This ballpark can play small in left, but it plays very big center through right center and right field. Here's a ground ball up the middle. Ranging to his left is Adames. Plays it near the second base bag. Throws to first. Retires Pratt. And the inning is over. Brewers go down in order against Smith in the 8th. We go to the bottom of 8. 3-0.
Martin back near the wall. Jumps up and makes the play.
He peels it off the middle of that 20-foot high wall with a wonderful leaping grab. Nice job, Austin Martin.
Ozzie diving stop from his knees. Side retire. Diving is Quan. He made another great catch. Well, that's how you win 4 straight Gold Gloves.
And it is caught by Miles Straw.
And Kreidler going out, and Kreidler makes a great play. Boy, the fellas came to play defensively.
Vladdy snatches it on the line, spins, throws a strike to Bieber, covering the back for the out. Really nice play by Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
And they'll throw home to get the out. That's Chancey. Troy's there. Hopscotch inning over. Nice play, Massey. Does he have time? Yes.
Man, oh man, was that sweet.
Clement's got it, sliding stop. What a play by Ernie Clement for out number 2.
The Blue Jays defense has been up to the task this afternoon.
Like build this for them and spend the last year of coming up with this concept and getting it off the ground and getting everybody here. Like, it just feels really good to have everybody coming and experiencing the thing that we've been working so hard on. To be able to like take the experiences of Comic-Con and add that to a card show just is really fulfilling, because as somebody who grew up going to card shows and still goes to the same card show in the same church basement in Trumbull, Connecticut every month, like, it's great. Card shows are amazing, but to be able to add all of this experience is what makes this great.
We go to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's 3-0 San Francisco. Elliot Ramos to lead things off for the Giants against Garrett Stallings. Giants getting a single tally in the 3rd and a 2-run home run in the 4th. That's all the scoring in this one. Stallings' first pitch, a sinker that misses to Ramos, down and away. It's 1 ball and no strikes. Eric Miller, the left-hander's getting loose for the Giants in their bullpen. Here's a big bouncer on the left side of the infield. Played by Ortiz, the third baseman. Pats the glove and fires across and takes care of Ramos for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 8th. That'll get Bryce Eldridge to the plate. Brewers in the top of the 9th inning will have Ortiz and then Top. So it'll be Ortiz, Yelich, and Churios scheduled to hit for the Crew. Eldridge 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. Stallings' first pitch. Nailed the outside corner with a cutter. It's 0-1. As the boys of summer grind their way through another pennant chase, enjoy every inning with baseball's favorite comfort food. Eldridge takes outside, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike. That comfort food, of course, Usinger's sausage. Nothing beats a 1-2-3 9th inning save, and nothing saves a tailgate party. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Like an extra pack of Usingers. Don't get caught short. Don't do it. Stallings from the first base side of the rubber brings home the 1-2 pitch to Eldridge, and he missed a little bit low with the changeup. It is 2 balls and 2 strikes. Rafael Devers in the on-deck circle for San Francisco. The 2-2 pitch. And that missed a little low. The curveball. Count is full, 3-2. 1 out, nobody on. We're in the bottom of the 8th. Brewers trailing 3-0. Stallings' pitch is a 1-hopper to first. Played by Vaughn. Runs to the bag himself to retire Eldridge. And there's 2 away now for Devers, who's 0 for 3 tonight. Devers just 1 for 20 against the Brewers so far in 2026. Acquired last year early in the season from Boston. Playing first base for the Giants these days. Left-handed hitter with a lot of power. First offering from Stallings is over but low with the cutter. It's 1-0. It's been a tumultuous season at times for the Giants this year. There's been a lot going on. 1-0. This is popped up foul and out of play behind home plate. And it's 1-1 strike. First-year manager Tony Vitello. An out-of-the-box hire by Buster Posey. Vitello did a lot of winning at the collegiate ranks in the SEC with Tennessee. 1-1 to Devers. He is a little low, challenged by Contreras.
Challenge the ball fit.
Get a look at this one. This is going to be very close. It might stay a ball. And it does.
The pitch was a ball. Milwaukee's out of challenges.
So the Brewers out of challenges. Those challenges are brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. It is a 2-ball, 1 strike count here on Devers. Stallings brings home the pitch, and that is over but low. 3-1. That was a cutter. That one didn't miss by much either. That one missed, though. And Devers has a hitter's count. Haven't seen Stallings fall behind a lot. 3-1. That's over but low, and he walked him. So Devers works the 2-out walk. It's the first base runner against Stallings so far. And that'll get Koss to the plate for the third time tonight. Let's pause 10 for ID on the Brewers Radio Network. Three 3-0 Giants. First pitch to Christian Koss is ripped foul up the third baseline. And it's 0-1 on Koss. It is 3-0 San Francisco here. Bottom of the 8th inning with Josh Maurer and Ken Sommerfeld. Lane Grindle with you. Brewers hoping for a late inning comeback. They've got 3 outs to work with. Need a 0 from Stallings here first. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. Pulled the string with a changeup, and it's 0-2. There was the incident, of course, talking about some of the ups and downs this year for San Francisco. Devers not wanting to come out of the game when he was going to be pinch run for. 0-2 pitch is low. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes. They've had some underperformance, offensive struggles. Been a tough year in San Francisco, but they're leading here tonight. 1-2 is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He didn't chase that changeup. And because of that, you could see this roster change over the course of this series, perhaps. Tomorrow will be a week from the trade deadline. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball past Stallings, behind the bag at second. Terang fields and runs to the bag himself and beats Devers there, and the inning is over. Last chance for the Crew coming up. They trail 3-0 as we go to the top of the 9th on the Brewers Radio Network, presented by...
There's a storm warning in South Florida. It's the Miami Marlins.
Baseball's hottest June team, and they stay red hot this month.
The Fish are flying and are officially the hottest team in baseball this month. Otto Lopez is looking extremely all-starry at short. He's among league leaders in batting average, hits, and multi-hit games.
Otto Lopez has himself yet another multi-hit day.
Right beside him, Xavier Edwards, putting up solid on-base numbers while flashing some silky smooth glove work. Throw in Liam Hicks breaking out at 27, Max Meyer emerging as one of the league's best pitchers, and Sandy Alcantara starting to regain his Cy Young form. And hey, they've already proved they can beat the best. This season, they're the only team to hand losses to aces Shohei Ohtani, Paul Skeens, and The Miz. Red flags are out in Little Havana. These Marlins are dangerous.
Te encantan los jugadores. Te encanta el juego.
¡Y se fue!
Ahora puedes ser el dueño de grandes momentos del béisbol. MLB Auction te permite participar en la subasta de bates, bolas, jerseys autografiados y más, con artículos de tus equipos de grandes ligas favoritos, leyendas y jugadores agregados toda la temporada. Cada artículo es autenticado por MLB para asegurar que lo que llega directamente a tu hogar es original. ¿Quieres una parte del juego? Visita auctions.mlb.com.
We go to the top of the ninth inning. The Brewers trailing 3-0. Left-hander Eric Miller takes over on the mound for San Francisco. Last chance here for the Crew. Need to get a couple of base runners to get the tying run to the plate. Joey Ortiz to lead things off for the Crew. Miller with a 2.97 ERA on this season. Brings home the first pitch to Joey Ortiz, and he took a strike on the outside edge. That was a terrible call from Doug Headings. Way outside. But the Brewers don't have challenges left. I mean, that was 3 baseballs away. Here's the 0-1 to Ortiz. That is another strike. Let's see where that one was at. Looked like that was outside too. That one actually caught the inside part of the outside corner. Should be 1-1, but instead it's no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. That missed low with a slider. It's 1-2. Miller, 37th appearance of the year. 2-0. Told you he had the 2.97 ERA. Left-hander. 1-2 to Ortiz, and he missed low with a slider. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Joey is 0 for 2. He's flied out to right. Also hit into a double play in his last at bat back in the 6th inning. Brewers just 3 hits tonight against Giants pitching. Miller's 2-2 pitch. He is low with a slider. Joey has worked back into the count and worked it full. And again, got a brutal call to start up this at bat. So in all reality, he should be standing at first base right now. Three balls and 2 strikes on Joey. Miller kicks and delivers. And Ortiz chops one right back to Miller off the mound to field. It spins and throws to first and retires Ortiz. One away for Christian Yelich. Just a North Shore adult diaper pitching change for the Giants. Sometimes you need a change. Sometimes you're just going through your late inning routine. And if you do that, you can still go to NorthShore.com and get those North Shore adult diapers. So here's Yelich. 1 out, nobody on. First pitch. Missed inside, and it's 1-0. Ball and no strikes. Miller, the pitch, a swing and a miss at a slider. 1 ball and 1 strike to count.
This is only the first save opportunity Miller's had in 3 months.
The 1-1 pitch. Yelich took a strike at the top of the zone with a sinker. 98 miles an hour, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
He's been good for them, but generally not in a 9th inning role.
Yeah. 1-2 pitch. Down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Brewers were shut out. Remember that middle game of the Mets series last week? That was last Tuesday night. Trying to avoid being shut out twice in the matter of 7 days. Yelich takes a call, 3rd strike. Sinker at 98. Caught the low outside corner. Brewers down to their last out. Jackson Chourio, the last chance for the Crew. And Miller's last save opportunity, April 26th against Miami. It's been on a roll here of late. last 11 games has not allowed a run that he's pitched in. First pitch to Churio is a strike with a sinker, and it's 0-1. Jackson has a hit tonight. He's 1 for 3. The 1. And he watched a slider go by for a strike. It's 0-2. Jackson kind of buckled, went with that pitch, ended up checking, and it caught the very bottom of the zone for strike 2, and the Brewers are down to their last strike. Miller's been efficient, too. Just 13 pitches so far here in this 9th inning. 0-2 pitch. And a called third strike. Jackson knew it. This game is over. The Giants shut out the Brewers. 3-0 your final. And the Giants take game 1 of this 3-game series as the Brewers with a slow start to their West Coast trip here this week. 3-0 again the final. San Francisco wins it over the Crew. We'll be back to tell you about it after this on the Brewers Radio Network.